You know something? I started by all those trays you can, now when you heard why you sitting there.
Well, you know, good brother, when I get comfortable, we're gonna have a couple.
You know I like aesthetics, man. It's just, to me, everything is about aesthetics.
I got one downstairs, you know.
It's about aesthetics, baby.
Because I got something. I just do something else with my tongue.
It's all about aesthetics, man. Yeah, you know what? Let's get that theme music going, man. Let's get it.
You know what I mean? Hey, you know what I mean? We lit. Yo. Check.
Yo, it's yo.
1 2 1 2 1 2. Thank you. Crossing time.
You are now rocking with the best. It's Tuesday night.
Come on.
We in Area 51. The gang is back. The boys are back. You're now rocking with the best, man. This is a fire, nice experience, man. Thought-provoking, black culture, lifestyle journey, sports, entertainment, pop culture, political events, anything is worthy talking about. We just talk about it.
What he said.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Everybody gonna get these jokes tonight,
Come
man.
on.
Everybody gonna get these jokes.
Who gonna get them?
Everybody.
Facts.
Okay, get serious, man. Until we get serious, and we do get serious, man. We do get serious.
Favorite night of the week, you know?
Everybody's favorite night of the week. You could be anywhere, but you're rocking with us, man.
Yes, you are.
You could be anywhere in the world, man, but you tuned in here, man. We appreciate it, man.
Yes, we do.
Set us off, bro.
Hello. How are you?
And this is
How you feeling, bro? What's good with you?
Gucci, man.
Gucci.
This is Tuesday, my favorite day of the week.
Gucci. We got libations.
Gucci.
We got
smoke.
Gucci.
We got gummy bears.
Gucci. All kinds
We
of
got
collectibles.
we got gummy bears. We got
We enjoying ourselves.
We got reefers.
Yo.
Yo.
At the end of the day, man, this is about fellowship, man. But we're gonna go ahead and get into these
Ho,
topics.
ho.
Area 51. Area 51. In the
That's what we do,
building.
man.
Y'all need to pull up on us, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Pull up on
Yes,
us,
sir.
man.
We're the posty, bro.
Bogey. So listen, man. A lot happened this week. A lot happened last week, man. Since we last got together, man. So we gonna talk about it, man. There's a lot going on, man. Shit, man. Listen, man. First, man, what's?
You already know.
Oh, man.
Give it to him. Let him
Woo!
know. Let him know. Let him know.
Hey, see him up, man.
Start him up.
Start him up. Start him up.
What my motherfucker wrote that?
Start him up. Put your on so you can see what you're saying, bro. Word up.
Where the sun at, man?
Oh, that's coming, man.
Hey, yo, man. As I be doing as I do, you know, at work, you know, sitting on my break and I'm scrolling, man, and I just happen to I ran across a lot of things that kind of, you know, like, oh shit, you know, get a little passionate about. But it was one thing that kind of got my goat this time. You know what I'm saying? And it was necessarily
gears.
A lot of people. I ain't gonna say a lot of people. There's been a group of people who are necessarily haters. I ain't say haters, but disagreeers, if you like. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about that. I'm just saying it in general. And the thing that kind of got me was a lot of people, and I think I touched on this before, but it just got my vote again. I was like, there was a lot of people talking about a lot of people can't do things and things of that nature, man. And I just thought I just had to say something. I'm like, look, man, for real these days, man, ain't nobody really here for all the dumb shit and all the bullshit talk. You know what I'm saying? And what I really specifically want to speak on is this. It was somebody that was talking about hate, and somebody said something, and I loved it so many times, I think I broke the like button. They said, yo, if my motherfucking friends, my sisters and brothers get on, you gonna have to call me a dick body, because I'm promoting them, shooting them to the moon, I'm bigging them up every motherfucking chance I get, because that's my motherfucking people. So that's the part I don't understand, man. Like, yo, if you ain't gonna do for your motherfucking people, what the fuck you gonna do for? You gonna be in another state, a mother you don't know, a mother that don't know you, but a mother right around the corner who was invested in you, invested in community, invested in your motherfucking well-being. Ah, man, you can't do it or do it again and this and that. Yo, man, what the fuck? Nobody needs that bullshit info in their life. And the thing is, it's like, yo, you would do better if you would just be a supporter. Be in somebody's motherfucking corner, man. If you ain't in somebody's corner who's doing something good and trying to progress from your area, who the fuck corner are you in? Who the fuck corner is you in, man? And she got me hot, man. She got me hot, and people like, who the fuck is you for this? You ain't rooting for motherfuckers in your county. You ain't rooting for people in the city. You ain't rooting for motherfuckers up the block. You all be, what the fuck is you rooting for?
Nigga, I don't know what he said, but nigga,
Well said, bro. Well said.
What you rooting for, motherfuckers?
Calm down, man.
You good, bro?
Man.
I got my medicine, man. I got my medicine.
All right, set us off, bro. What? Set us off, bro. Hey, the Matrix in his heart.
Yo, we didn't play.
Please, somebody crazy. 825, 915, and 930 to me. We'll play them 3 months. How do we do this like this?
Hey, man, toast to that, man.
Yeah, toast to that, man.
We got brotherhood. God,
that's crazy, man.
Okay.
You don't go coordinate like that, but you know, great work. Somebody matter of fact, we'll play a couple mega millions in Powerball for it.
Wow. So listen. Bro, narrator, let's get it, man. Let's go, man.
So check this out.
Let me give you some rides.
Check this out. First of all, shout out to my bro Brand in the building.
In the building.
Appreciate you. Listen, man. So we going.
What's your poison?
The white, the gun, we going. The blue one, Broski, we going. Listen, check me, bro. Check me. We're gonna get right into it.
Hello.
We're gonna get right into it.
Let's dive into the deep end.
We're gonna get right into it.
Let's dive into the Olympic end then, of the pool.
We was already talking about it on the Twitters.
Oh, yeah,
On the Twitter.
let's dive into it.
What the fuck is Will Smith, man? What's up with that, bro?
Where you for, bro?
Be like, first of all,
You gonna wear the smack like that?
this is my personal opinion. You know, this may not be everybody's.
Okay. What that say? Let me see.
I'm gonna just go ahead. Hey, Will, man, go get help, bro. Go get help, man.
Shit.
Will, go get help, man.
Bowser.
Go get help. That's how I feel about it. Let's say this. I'm gonna say this.
Say that.
Let me preface this
Say
by
that.
saying this. First of all, I'm not going to tell anybody how to defend their lady. Okay.
Right.
I don't want to send that message. You defend your lady how you want to defend your
True.
lady.
Shout out Hot Book.
So with that being said,
Right. Jab Pen.
Will, that was some sucker shit.
Tony B.
That was some sucker shit, Will.
Darnell V.
And I say that from the standpoint of a couple of things.
Speak on that shit, bro.
It's a lot of different viewpoints on this, man, and
Yeah.
it was interesting because it's. I mean, I'm not saying nobody's wrong. Your opinion of it is your opinion of it. Just like I'm not gonna tell nobody how they should defend their wife.
True.
But with that being said, how can I put this eloquently, man?
You ain't gotta put it eloquently. Fuck this our shit, nigga.
All right, fuck it then, man.
We from the hood, nigga.
When you go around smacking people, Will? Like, come on, man.
We
We don't know that. We don't know that.
Listen.
Word.
Okay, so you choose now on the biggest stage, national TV, to walk on stage and smack another black man on a night where so there is a black coordinator of the Oscars, Mr. Packer,
Producer.
okay? The host is black. So you chose violence then? This the night you choose violence?
Tonight, though, what you did.
Will, you could have got your point across sitting down. Or you could have stood up. But to walk on stage and hit Chris Rock? Okay. I mean, like I said, man, I'm not going to tell nobody how to defend their wife, but there was a lot of other options you had besides that. That's the absolute. He didn't physically harm your wife. He didn't physically approach your wife.
Not even close. And the joke was corny. What's the problem?
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
What's the problem?
I mean, come on, man. Like that's what we doing, man.
Let me say this, bro.
And for everybody applauding that, man, like I don't know, man. And I tell my wife straight up, man.
The joke was funny.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
At the time, everybody in the crowd laughed.
So did Will. Right. It was funny at the time.
Everybody in the crowd laughed.
So how he go? See, here's my problem, right? It brings me back to Juwan Howard. Remember the Juwan Howard situation?
Yes.
When he smacked the one coach, most he blacked out, and I'm like, and when he said on his show, that ain't how blackout work. That's not how blackout ain't. You don't get to select the motherfucker you smack when you black out, because when you black out, everybody gets it. And everybody gets it. You black out, it's like everybody gets it. You can't black out and say, all right, I'm gonna smack you. I'm gonna smack the next nigga that's not how blackout works. So now select Will Smith black out. Then when he said you joke, you black out and you go handle your business. The nigga laughed, and then he looked over at his jaw and was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't be laughing, but she was salty. If it take the grit from your wife for you to get mad, are you really mad?
Are you really mad? You wasn't really mad.
Are you really mad? Or just some shit that been building up since niggas been cracking jokes on you for the last 2 years about that month of the year, August. You know what I'm talking about?
It's interesting that you say
What we
that.
talking about?
Oh, man, I'm
What we
trying
doing?
to find something.
It's
that-
interesting
Come on, bro.
that you should say that because at the end of
Shut
the
up,
day,
Deanna Brown. What's happening?
there's a lot of different takes on that, man. In
fuck,
terms
man.
of how people thought about that and how people felt. There's a lot of different takes. But at the end of the day, you cannot forget these two men knew each other. These two men knew each other.
They did.
Verbal disrespect in your eyes, if you want to call it verbal, you want to call it disrespect. You could have got that point across. When you said what you said, to me that was harder than you getting up and smacking.
Yo, listen.
Yeah.
That's my only take. I tell that as the youngest of the fellas, your OGs to me, you feel me? That's how I look at it. Like,
Right.
I grew up on that. My OGs always told me that, yo, I could do much more with my words than I ever had to do with my hands.
How about that?
Because that came from simple communication. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to say that he didn't even deserve what he had to do.
break my bones, but
The words was going to stick.
What happened?
All I had to do was wait if I wanted to do that. and I could have handled it in another situation or waited till we got
I'm gonna give you 5 different ways to handle that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna give you 5 different ways that could have been handled.
different ways.
Here's just 5 off top. Without me, first of all, without me getting up out of my seat,
The rheumatoid was crying.
what he said was, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I said, fucking my body.
That's how he got the point across.
Right.
Here's another way to get the point across. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
That's it.
Well, I went up there.
I ain't gotta go.
Here's another way to handle it.
He was shut the fuck up.
Cry another talk about my wife, I'm a see. Here's another way to handle it. If you choose to walk up there, you walk up there and you holler at me. Yo, apologize for that shit, man. Some disease behind that. Right now, bro. Now, if you don't want to do that,
Then I'm smacking you.
right, smack
That's
me.
another situation.
Let the man at least understand that what you did struck a nerve, and I'm gonna handle it right, and I'm gonna see if you either say, you know, my bad, or fuck you, I said what I said.
How about
Let's
that?
just throw something out there though.
Yes, you can, sir.
Because y'all like really giving the man like ways not. Yeah, y'all giving him an out.
Okay.
No, there is no out. I'm just saying the ways that it could have been handled. Let me give you the 5th way.
Nah, what I'm saying is,
The 5th way
there was
is
3 women hosts.
Right?
It was 3 women hosts.
Mm-hmm.
They talked filthy about everyone in
Oh,
there.
sure.
What would have been said if one of those white men got up and said, "Bitch, shut the fuck up and keep my name out of your mouth"? Here's the question.
Here's a unique take on the 5th way it could have been handled.
Midget.
Here's the 5th way it could have been handled, and this might shock you a little bit. Why didn't that man wife stop him?
Because she with the shits.
Oh, well, let's not forget the fact that.
No.
Let's not forget the fact that while everybody was trying to defend the fact about Will saying how he was protecting his wife and doing all that, let's not forget the fact that she even had a response video today saying that she didn't give a fuck about what nobody had to say about her hair. She
I heard
what
that.
the fuck she gonna do.
I heard
so
that.
when you tell me that what he did was off the strip for her, that because he did that over her response, and for her to have a whole interview today to tell me, hey, listen, I don't give a fuck what y'all got to say about me. I'm gonna do this because I'm unapologetically black. Now you gotta ask yourself, well, why did you really do it? Did you do it for your wife, or did you do it for your ego?
It was ego.
God
man.
damn, good
It was ego. That's no shit.
It's OG. I got wisdom, bro.
Man,
You just sum it up.
I just want
you good brother right there.
You just sum it up, though.
Man, please, God, please come to
You just sum it up, bro.
I just want to sound a little like that ain't nothing. You know
You
what I'm
just
saying?
summed it up. But ego.
I think, like you said, it was an ego move, man. That may, and that very well may have been, and I saw this and it was interesting, that was a reaction from an emasculated Negro.
Absolutely. Talk to it. That's what it was.
From the last
year.
Nah, maybe even 2 years.
Let's go forward, because almost two of them was doing their separation, and they both agreed on to do whatever the case was. So let's go 4 years, because real rap, you've been dealing with being technically either I don't even know, stripped of either masculinity, any facts.
Say what you gonna say.
Whatever
you want to say what
You've been stripped.
That's what I'm saying.
Stripped of that.
And that's what it is, man. It's like, yo, like, everybody, see, my thing is this, right? You know, you got the socials, and you got all these women, you know, most of them young women, some of them are a little older, but most of them young women. I want motherfucker to protect me like that.
Man, we
And I want
protect y'all. Fuck.
First of all,
Y'all dumb.
that's protection to you?
That's dumb.
Cause a motherfucker, let's put it in the context.
I always want us to act like
Hold on, because context,
You know what said in the
context
abroad get mad
matters.
And if that was some street shit,
Listen,
Will Smith could have got killed.
context matters, right?
On some street shit.
If you put that shit in
A
context,
joke, you could have got killed.
If you put it in context,
that nigga gonna take a joke next week.
Real shit.
if you put it
talking that nigga that said the joke next week while you in jail.
If you put it in context, you had an award show, right?
They hire comedians just for that.
These
To make
Will
fun of y'all.
and Jada are two actors who've been in the game for a long time. This ain't their first rodeo. They know how award shows go. Award shows, late night talk shows, they're gonna crack jokes.
I know that.
You know that.
I'm a civilian.
You know that.
Actually, I heard that's why they bring in comedians to the Oscars specifically.
How about that?
So they can poke holes in. Not saying.
Nah, they say we bring comedians in to show the world that we can make fun of ourselves.
We don't take ourselves that
We don't take ourselves that serious.
That was what the Oscars said. That's what the Oscars said.
Period.
That's what the Oscars said.
That's real shit.
That's what it's for.
So how you that thin skin, bro?
Thin skin, bro.
Now here's well, how are you that?
He kissed a man. He's not.
How are you on them straight like this stuff? His gut already on strings, bro. His what? Because the joke was funny to that nigga. I heard somebody say maybe he misunderstood. No, he didn't. He heard the fuck.
But I will say this. Now, the context of the movie G.I. Jane, though.
I know about all that too.
Yeah. So, but I think
a lot of messages to it.
But I think that's thinking too deep.
That's coming with a shovel. Chris didn't bring that shovel.
I think that was clearly a G.I. Jane involves also a younger man sleeping, her sleeping with a younger man, yada, yada, yada. So of course people want to make that to be a thing. But I don't think Chris is going there. She looks like G.I. Jane, the poster.
That's it.
That's it. The visual. And let's not lose sight of this, people. Will and Chris Rock know each other.
They friends.
If that was fucking a nigga that Will Smith don't even know, some new comic,
He wouldn't have did that shit.
I mean,
He wouldn't have did it to Billy Crystal.
He wouldn't have
He wouldn't have did it to Steve Martin. He wouldn't have did it to none of them.
Chase.
He wouldn't have did it to none of them. Ricky Gervais. He wouldn't have did it to none of them. He wouldn't have did it to none of them.
None of them.
Jim Carrey said, man, that motherfucker
Jim
said
Carrey
the Academy should be ashamed of themselves.
and had their whole stomach tight.
Jim Carrey said the Academy should be ashamed of themselves. He actually has Will Smith.
I agree.
Can you
see a role on stage with Trevor
Can you go in this context too though? This is what bothers me though. What bothers me is really this. I understand everybody saying, hey man, I want a man to come behind me like that. I understand. Listen, that's your prerogative, right? And that's all good and great. I'm not gonna tell nobody what to like and don't like. I ain't here about doing right. You know what you should and shouldn't do. But let's just talk about content and character. Anytime that you put in a situation where you either at an award show, a funeral, a ceremony on your behalf, or anywhere else, you know for a fact that you want to conduct yourself a certain way.
Gotcha.
I don't give a damn what the circumstance or threat is. Unless a motherfucker's physically not grabbing my chick by her neck in front of me, there ain't shit you can say to me to make me physically put my hands on you on finesse.
Let me interject. I gotta interject.
It can't be.
I gotta interject there because that's the point I was making. I was like, it was a joke. It wasn't like he was up there maliciously like, yo,
Like, y'all not
go ahead, pick that bitch. He's over there. That's the boy I have to do something. In a malicious way.
It was right. Right. What happened to the calculated? Like I grew up in, mind you, I'm in my 30s, right? That's the time of my age. Right, in my 30s, my oldies. Listen, man. Anytime you gotta run up on a nigga, you got him a nigga, man. Be calculated. I don't give a damn where you at. Because I'm gonna tell you this: all the respect you think you gonna get for being that fight flunky, you gonna lose all that shit when you make that first swing. If you got shit to lose, you gonna lose all that. All that bag that you getting. The kids you get, you're gonna lose every bit of that. You about to lose that. You about to make that decision and lose all your freedom and have another motherfucker telling you what to do.
Where's she gonna consider protecting Will though?
Because the young man is saying something about protection. I was like, I wanted to piggyback on protection. I was like, He's protecting the shit out of it. They're like, he protected the queen. I'm like, dang, she treated her king like a motherfucking pauper.
Right.
I'm like, it was supposed to be
That's why I said the pip hop shit, like,
like,
why couldn't she talk some sense into that man? Or walk behind him and grab him? You feel me? You know he's getting up there and stripping your reaction.
Shout out to my cousin on there, man. Cousin B. Hey, listen. And to those who make a comment, this is what happens to me. This is the problem that I let me address that. Let me not even address my cousin's comment. Let me address Matthew Williams even said that. I can call my cousin right now. Cousin B, I can call you as soon as you leave when I leave this fucking podcast. People are saying, hey man, if you've never been married, you don't understand, right? It's bullshit. Now let me ask you this. Look, watch this though. Being married or not, is right, wrong. Does that change? If you're married, swinger, bisexual, trisexual, pansexual, whatever way you fucking go, is right, wrong, rather how you married or not, right? Okay, so being married or not, half since I've never been married, because of D, since we've taken it there.
I've never been married either.
I don't have to be married to see the truth and how to handle shit as a fucking man.
I'm not kidding.
young boy speaking.
I'm still and I'm sorry, listen, y'all,
I'm not doing it.
say what you want on it about what I haven't experienced, but what I have experienced is somebody that sat down with me that was twice my age, 3 times my age, said, listen, young blood, you want to really get access and get respect from people? Let me show you how to handle shit that most people don't know. Because a street nigga gonna tell you to handle it like this. I got OGs that's gonna tell you to handle it like this. You're gonna get way more respect with using your words than you ever had to do with using your hands. Don't give a damn in what situation you in. It ain't nothing to do with marriage, relationship, or nothing like that. You still have to have caliber. And a lot of you motherfuckers who was on, listen, I ain't gonna say on this live. A lot of motherfuckers are getting in my bag because y'all niggas missed one word, and that's character, nigga. Y'all didn't grow up in that call for character.
Get in your bag. Get in your
Y'all
bag.
didn't grow up in that character, man.
Get in your bag.
Niggas taught me how to be they taught me how to use my character in any situation, in any scenario. You adapt. Yeah, I'm not saying don't smack him up. I'm saying, you know what I'm gonna do? I calculated that shit. I took a mental note, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna catch you backstage. Oh, I ain't gonna hit you up now, but I'm gonna remember that shit because you know what? We gotta still all leave here. Now I'm gonna tell you this: for the same person, for the same situation like this, we all got jobs, right? We all doing this, right? And so if a motherfucker gonna come in your job that you paying your bills and you taking care of your family with, and he can say words to make you react, you gonna lose your bag over that because you a man, because you married, because as a protector.
Let me stop right here. And I want to ask him. Will Smith going up there smacking him does not make him any more man.
No, exactly. That's what I'm getting at.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but as a protector, it doesn't make you less a protector. But let's put this out there too. How many women say, "As my protector, you also my provider"? So what happens then when that provider portion and variable is taken away now because I became the extra protector? True. What's going to happen?
But check this out, though. Check this out, though.
What's going to
Check this
happen?
out, though. So, listen.
A lot of women.
You don't give a fuck about what if I'm a provider for the family. What's going to happen when I'm locked up or I have an assault charge now because I proved to you how much I'm
That's the very one on the left.
They don't care. They don't care.
So this is my argument. I find somebody that can give me the scenario where me being a protector doesn't take away me being a provider because I can tell you this. If we did that, we wouldn't be here. If we did that, that's what
That could have went left.
That could have went really bad for him.
That could have went real left, man. We'll get in cuffs. Tackled by security.
You go allow TV and smack somebody and not get arrested? Can you? No. I'm sorry, can you? Ain't gonna happen. Okay then.
Where would those niggas live? They live by different rules than we do.
And different standards.
Right? And if you don't realize that, that's the problem. Because like you said, we can't run up on a nigga and just smack him without consequences.
Listen.
Period.
They listen.
Listen.
They didn't want him. Listen. The academy is run by white people.
Of course. Facts.
They didn't want him. They didn't want him sitting back down. They didn't want him in that motherfucker. But he was winning that next OD.
And stood and took that shit.
So we had It's
We have it.
actor of the year. It's you know what I'm saying?
I'm just
Man,
about
that's
right.
the
I'm
picture.
just about right or wrong. Don't tell me just because I ain't got a card and I don't know what it means to stop at a red light.
That's what you telling me.
Because I ain't got a card. If I got feet, I'm going to that shit and you know, red light means stop, nigga. On a bike, on a motorcycle, on a scooter, in a car,
AKA Bruce.
you ain't got to have a card to know that the red light means
I
stop.
try to say that to a lot of people. You ain't got to go through it to know something.
Exactly. You ain't got to go through it to understand what's right and wrong.
Check this out.
I'm not married, no, I'm not, but that don't mean I don't know how to handle my life.
And I'm not going up there to smack that.
Listen, we're not doing it.
Like, yo, why y'all so mad? Why y'all so happy?
Why y'all, listen, why y'all
That's a good look. That shit bullshit.
People say, why you mad? But the people that think it wasn't a good look, you can't ask them why they happy. Why you think it was a good look?
I ain't mad at shit. If anything,
I'm not mad at anything.
I'm actually mad at the motherfuckers that's trying to act like they defended, like they know what they're talking
That's
about.
not a good look,
Bro,
man. I'm sorry.
At the end of the day, we all here from the hood,
Listen.
right? Hold on, check this out. We all from the hood, right? And I guarantee you, for the right reason, anybody can get it at any given time. Period. Including the hospital. Right. But that wasn't the right reason, bro.
That's not the right reason.
That wasn't the right
Not
reason.
even close.
For the right reason,
Not even close.
listen what I said. Anybody can get it for the right reason. That wasn't the right reason, man.
I'm gonna say
That wasn't the time,
I'm
bro.
gonna say this in closing.
Nah, I got something to say.
Nah, go first. Go ahead. Go ahead. If you would have told me and cut just to the part where he said, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth,"
That was harder than slap, to be honest with you.
That was hella loud. The way he came off that was all, it already set the standard.
That was hard.
Because now, if you're gonna smack me and then tell me that, what that mean?
Yeah.
You could have said that right there.
At the end of the day, you did sneak me.
He definitely did.
But if you say that and now you continue to joke, now I'm on my way up. Now security, now you gotta deal. Now security gotta deal with it.
Absolutely.
If I tell you to keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth and you still decide to keep cracking the joke, I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna let you know, yeah, you crossed the line, man. You crossed the line. And now you continue with now it's just your joke. I'm acknowledging your joke and I'm acknowledging it verbally. Now if you continue to go, now it's disrespect. Now you're disrespecting me.
I just want to propose a question. I just want to propose a question to the people out there. Does these actions pertain to everybody, or are we just caught up in the moment because it's celebrities? Can everyone act like Will did?
We might
Not even, I'm just saying, you might as well ban a lot of shit. You might as well ban school. Because teachers talk crazy to kids.
Yeah.
Kids talk crazy to teachers.
I'm one of them. I'm in the school system.
Kids talk crazy to teachers. So where does it stop? Where does it stop? Where does it stop?
That's real.
It happens in the workplace every day. You don't like something bad said to you.
This wasn't backstage.
Is it cool? So you saying it's cool to just go because you don't like what he said?
And is that what you tell your kids?
Yeah.
And you tell your
Where does it stop? At the end of the day, how young boys supposed to
If
react?
your son comes to you and say,
We want to say boys.
I saw what happened,
Where they
you do the
stop?
thing? Do you, all you go in and say, yeah, I'm glad he did this, that. Do you tell your son, yeah, he did the right thing? If a nigga talk slick to you, smack him.
Can I also add again that I want to make sure that I'm fully understood when I say this. I'm not in no way, shape, or form against what Will did as a reaction to what he had to do.
Right, and I remember,
I want to make sure I reiterate
Right there.
I want to make sure I reiterate that. It's not about the fact that what he did that I agree with. What I'm saying is, if you don't have enough self-control, if you don't have enough composure to be able to hold that result, That's what that's what I feel some type of way about. Keep your fucking composure till you gotta do what you gotta do, because I'm calculating. I know that's what you want me to do, and I'm gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it right now. Because I done did too much to get in this fucking suit, nigga. I did too much to be over the top of this fucking shoe.
I'm gonna just give a shout out. I know a lot of people at this table don't like him, but I'm gonna give a shout out to Jason Whitlock. Cause he said some real shit. He said some real shit. What do you say? He said the same thing Will Smith said at his speech. I did this shit for love. Is what women beaters say to their girlfriends when they beat the fuck out of them. I love you. I'm beating you because I love you.
I love you, man. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. You know what? I don't like J.C. Whitlock, but that makes sense. I don't like Stephen A. Smith. But what he said about Stephen A. Smith,
but he spoke fast.
If that's the way he so well,
He spoke fast.
he can turn it the other way around. He can turn it on you. I love you this much.
But y'all love that.
But y'all love me.
I love that. That's a stand-up nigga.
But y'all love me.
I want somebody to sit up for me like he did.
But like I said, but the fifth way he could have that it could have been dealt with. Why she don't never protect Will though? She don't never protect Will.
Because he accept that dumb shit.
She don't never protect Will
Because
though, man.
he accept that dumb shit.
She ain't never looking out for Will, man.
Never. Because he told that nigga to his face, Tupac was my soulmate. Because he told that nigga to his face, I was fucking this 25-year-old singer.
So you
Because he told this nigga to his face,
you don't satisfy me.
Oh, wow. Let's not forget about the
That's your little funky ass man. You don't satisfy me.
Hey, man.
Man, listen. That's why.
Everybody gonna have
That's why she don't defend him.
right or wrong. I don't care.
That's why she don't defend him.
Pull up, nigga.
In public though?
Yo, listen, here was
That's
the
your little funky ass man.
Check this out. Here was the thing, though. Somebody on there said something that resonated with me.
On what?
Motherfucker said, Will Smith better than me. Because I ain't fighting over somebody else. I ain't fighting over somebody else's bitch.
Neither.
Shout out to my good brother.
There's a lot of people here that do that.
I ain't fighting over somebody else's
I'm all about defending my women.
I love all black women,
And protecting my own.
especially my black woman.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
I love my black woman, right? But I ain't rolling over a mother that we sharing. I'm not doing that. And I get it because it could say, well, they're in a certain relationship. That's cute. Hold on. That's cute. That's cute. I'm not running over our bitch.
And for the people who say
I'm
that,
not running over our
and
bitch.
for the people who say that and think that, go back to the Red Table Talk with her and Will Smith.
Funky ass red table shit.
When he sat there, Kanye,
Big ass bitch.
and he made her admit, he said, no, tell them what really happened. But you try to play me again. Tell them what really happened. That happened. We were separated. Separate hold them there. The separated side of the open relationship.
Nah, that sounds different than me.
Separated them side of the open relationship to me. Hold on.
I got that on 3 go.
And the father's right down there, bro. 3 weeks ago, Belkin, she said, well, you know, there's been a lot of infidelity in your marriage. That man said, no, there's never been any infidelity in my marriage.
Oh, shit. Yeah. He did say that.
So what he's basically alluding to is, at the time we slept with August Alsina, we were split up.
Split up, yeah. I mean, he's still already.
Other than that, We ain't in no open relationship.
Oh shit.
Cause I ain't like that.
I was today years old when I looked at that.
Listen, do me a favor. If it's those are done in my marriage, and at the table, me and you were sitting at the table, and I made you explain. I really made you explain. No, tell me what he said.
What are the odds? Like this.
What are we odds?
She said, oh, but you were violated. I bring in head.
She had an entanglement. That nigga had
And she going in there, and she
a sprinkler off.
With my son's friend. Come on.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So no, they're not in no open relationship. No.
And listen, and I can listen. I can be wrong. If you have the video of them saying that they have an open relationship, please put it in the comments, put it on the page, something.
Yeah.
One of our pages. The TikTok page, the Fire Nice Crew, the YouTube page, put the video there, put it on the Facebook page. Please find that video for us.
Ain't nothing else there.
Please put that video. I would love to see it. Because Will seems to not think they're in an open relationship.
That's what he said.
Will! Maybe she's in an open relationship.
I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that.
Man, that nigga, listen, that nigga a couple. If he
That's what they call him. But check this out. Check this out. Now listen, that brings us that segues right into our next topic, right?
Hey, hold on. Before you go.
Yo, man, go
Hey,
ahead up, man.
Hey, Will, man.
Bitch ass nigga.
Go get up, son. For real.
The best
Nah, it ain't even need to go get help. What he really need to do is sit down with the person who really fucking him over.
Yeah, well, he's already accepted that.
Not gonna do that.
He's already accepted that.
That's what they need to. He need to sit down with her and like, yo, stop fucking me over. Though.
You're not gonna do that.
Stop telling the world you love Tupac.
We already know he's not gonna do that.
Like, yo,
It's been going
you've been married 20 years and you
Exactly.
stop telling the world you love Tupac. This nigga been dead 20 years.
Yes, he has, sir.
And you keep telling the world you love this man.
Yes, he has, sir.
Why the fuck are you with him? I got kids by you, bitch. You got grown kids. They grown. And you keep telling the world you love this other man.
That's deep.
You passionate about it.
Big head bitch.
You passionate about it. You passionate about your past love.
And then not only are you telling the world that you love this other man, you show the world that you don't have, you will fuck another man. You will just
You're gonna respect him.
like it ain't nothing.
She gonna respect him, bro. At the end of the day.
And then invite me on your show. Invite me on your funky ass red table with your fucking on your show with your funky ass mom.
Your mom come dead.
Man, your funky ass mom.
But
I'm not telling you to talk about it. You telling me, oh, let's talk about it.
Check me though. Check it though. Let's get off. That brings us to our next topic, right? Our next topic is mental health, man. Yeah. And whether or not people are willing to admit it, whether or not Will Smith is willing to admit it, and I don't have no degrees in anything, but I'm a real smart nigga. You hear me? I done been through some shit. I done seen some shit. I'm a smart motherfucker, man. And I'm telling you, and I'll say it on here, on the air. I'll say it on the air. I suffer from mental health issues.
Whoa.
And I seek help.
Thank you for brother.
You understand what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I'm gonna tell you, that nigga need help, bro.
You ain't got a lot of money.
Listen,
He's got a lot of money.
That nigga been through a lot. That nigga been through a lot, and that nigga need help, bro.
You got a lot of elders.
What? Listen, bro. You know what I do? Listen, I done broke my neck. Listen, Listen.
For those that don't know,
Listen.
this is
They call me cat. They call me cat. I got 9 lives. I got about 4 left. I got the broken neck. I got the kidney transplant. I done been shot at and stole on. Listen, man. Listen, I'm telling you, I done been through some shit.
Yeah,
I done seen some shit. I done did some shit.
I think it's around the hood, still with your army.
What they call that in the therapeutic community is projection. Because if you are someone who has, what they say, projection is something that you, the evil in yourself is easily detecting others. You feel what I'm saying? So if you have mental health issues, you understand and recognize when someone else has mental health issues. You know what I'm saying? Like only like they say, pimps recognize pimps. So people who have mental health issues and they know this, not just can I can recognize what he's going through.
I know the signs, bro.
Exactly.
I know the signs.
Right. You know, so I am an advocate of strong mental health.
It's okay to seek help, man.
Yes, man.
It's 2022, man. It's okay to seek help.
We got a reoccurring theme around here, man.
It's important to seek help.
You don't have to be Frank. No, Frank, fuck that. You know, you ain't gotta be Frank. Don't cry. You ain't gotta be Frank. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it out. Once you let it out, it's over.
Can I be open and honest?
Yes, sir.
We will.
Please.
We really ain't got to
You don't have no filter yet.
I don't give a fuck about my degree. I got a degree in behavioral science.
Oh, that ain't nothing to see,
Sociology,
man.
right? Watch this though. Watch this. I have a male and female therapist I go to for my trauma.
2022, man.
Right.
It's okay, man.
Right?
It's okay.
It's okay.
And I love shout out to my therapist, man. I'm not gonna put their name out there. I'll definitely put it out on the link. I'll give it to you know what I'm saying? Just dig home to put it out there, man. Like I got really good people that really look out for me, man. Really teach me how to get better with this shit. Because I know exactly what I deal with.
Right.
And I know for a fact that I have a problem.
So let's outline it. You black men in America coming off COVID.
Yep.
So let me just ask you a question. You said you went therapy, right?
I have therapists.
You have therapists.
And when I need
How long? When you identified the situation that you was going through, how long have you been in this situation going? You know what I mean, talking to the therapist. From diagnosis to when did you realize? When did you realize that you probably needed someone to talk to?
I realized when I was young, so like I'd probably say teenager. Like I knew I needed somebody to talk to. I knew I was going to do some shit because I grew up without a dad. I had to have OGs.
Okay.
And my
That was my next question.
You know what I'm saying? So like I had to have that, and my mom had to play mom and dad.
Tony Burnett,
Shout out to the single moms. Shout out to the single moms. But like I knew I needed that help, right? And eventually when I got to the right network, I rubbed the right elbows with some people. I was able to not get one, but one of each to get a different perspective. And as far as between diagnosis, 4 years ago to now, it's been about maybe 5 or 6 years where consistently I've been going to them, and I really only go to them just to make sure that like what I'm going through, 1, I'm not tripping. 2, how I can have different steps to do it. And 3, here's the biggest thing, man. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna look into this camera. Listen. The most effective way of dealing with a problem is to identify that there is one.
Facts. And be okay with that.
I'll say it again because I want to make sure that y'all get that.
Yup.
The first effective way to identify and find a solution to a problem is to identify that there is one. And I knew that there was one. You know what I'm saying? I had to identify how to get to that. And being in my background and having to go to college to get my degree, I'm like, well, shit, that piece of paper don't mean shit if I don't know how to apply it. How am I going to be able to talk to these young folks, these young adults, and give them game like I was giving to it if I can't even get the seek the help that I got from my shit?
You can't acknowledge it, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You
That's some real shit.
That's real.
For him being as young as he is, I don't even really know his age. You know what I mean?
Whistle, man. That's what you call whistle.
But being as young as you are and knowing it, identifying that in yourself and seeking the help, I can make you on that alone.
If you can't acknowledge the
I can
problem,
make you on that alone.
you can't fix it.
Because some people identify. They identify in themselves. They know what's wrong with them. They know. A lot of these young kids know what's wrong, what's the problem with them, but they don't know the sources to let it out, or they might be too ashamed to go somewhere and let it out, or the person you feel the most comfortable to is just not a listener, or they not that type of person. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with them, but they just might not be that type of person.
I learned my ain't cut you off. I'm sorry, I'm gonna let you finish.
The funny thing about me is, man, I'm pretty sure everybody at this table, even the young man that just came up here tonight and dropped the ball, they say, fresh talk a lot.
We gonna call him nephew from now on.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a young
nephew. You know what I'm saying? Nephew. That's
In
nephew.
the building, you know already.
And everybody say, fresh talk a lot. Yeah, I do. The funny thing is, man, I think that's my therapy. Because once I talk to you and say what I was saying, it's really all got to get it out.
See, I was about to get to that. Yo, that's crazy how universal
I
was about to ask y'all what y'all think about what therapy is, right? Therapy's not your therapist helping you.
It's getting it
It's
out.
release.
All it really is decompression.
Right.
Boom.
That's decompression. Don't keep thinking that y'all going to the therapist for the therapist to fix you. The therapist ain't there to fix you. Ladies and gentlemen, the therapist is there to understand how to give you the underlying issues and give you the solution.
The therapist is just a conduit.
It's just basically to help you decompress so that you know how to handle it on your own self.
Here's the hard part.
You get a therapist that's telling you how to help you, go walk away.
Here's the hard part.
Straight up, walk away.
Right? Here's what a
They
lot
don't
of
come
us,
like that. I'm
a
telling
lot
you,
of
they
us
don't come
can't
like
get past this. And I say us, meaning the black community, black men specifically. A lot of us can't get past the fact that we got something wrong with us, bro. At the end of the day, right?
We also this is months ago.
Yeah, but check it. Hold on, first check this out. Us four, we grew up together, right? We came on to eat together since we was youngins, right? So we know what we've been through.
Right.
And some shit, one or all of us might have been through that the other ones don't know. Right? So we know, just from what I know that we've been through, we all got PTSD for real.
Absolutely.
Because when you grow up in the hood, when you grow up on the east side, and we didn't just hang on the east side, we from the E, but I'm from Southbridge / east side, right? We hung in the river, we hung on the west, the hill, down bottom, we hung on the north. Listen, we seen a lot of shit. We've done a lot of shit. So, just off that alone, just the PTSD is crazy real, what?
The majority, there's at least, I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna do the research one day, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say right now, I'm gonna come back next week with the actual numbers. But I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna go ahead and say that
You put my shades on.
90% of the niggas in the hood have either A, lost the nigga the violence, seen a nigga lost the violence,
Or be killed.
or have been killed.
Period.
Let me piggyback on my brother's points. Do y'all remember a show, well, I ain't gonna say a show, a project called Murder Town?
Yes, sir.
Nah, I don't remember.
Jada Pinkett. Hold on.
Fill me in.
Jada Pinkett. Jada Pinkett. Jada Pinkett. Talk, sir.
There was a show
Yep.
called Murder Town.
Yep.
It was supposed to be staged in Wilmington,
About Wilmington.
because it was a high murder rate per capita.
Facts.
It was turned down, but let me say something that was very crucial into necessarily not shutting it down, but something these people trying to hold it up. The CDC at the time, the
Center for Disease Control.
Thank you. They did a study on Wilmington, Delaware at the time. They said, the study came out, to make a long story short, that everybody who has come up in this area is a victim of PTSD. Period.
Real shit.
Period. That's what their conclusion was, to make a long story short. So to piggyback on all my brother's points, the things that we have seen and the way people deal with them, now is the time to go to somebody and express those things if you can identify them and unpack it. Because these things are no longer stigmas. You know, because these things are kind of hold. One person can kind of hurt a couple people around if you don't get help. You know, what if one person snaps one day, kills, 2-3 people from 2-3 families? Wow, you don't know how exponentially you hurt these people. You know what I'm saying? These families so long. So let's just go and get the help we need
But guess
before
what,
these
bro?
things progress.
But guess what? I feel that because I'm at a place now where I can say, yeah, I need the help and I'm seeking the help, right? But a lot of us aren't there yet because when I first started thinking I needed somebody to talk to, I was like, man, I ain't a counselor. Can't nobody tell me what the fuck wrong with me. I don't need no motherfucking help. For what? A lot of us don't have somebody we can talk to. A lot of us don't have nobody that we can vent to. So all that shit is built up. All that shit it's up here. It's waiting to fucking explode.
Hold on, pause. Put the pause button. You gotta remember, we gotta be tough.
Because that's how we was raised.
Let's not forget that.
We gotta be tough.
That comes from the man like that behind me comments. That's where that comes from.
It starts from
Let
here.
me ask something else to that. Let me ask something else
Here.
to that. Let me add another element to that.
Add to it.
Let me add another element to
Nigga
that.
like to go smack a nigga.
Let me add another element to that.
I can't be in therapy smacking niggas. I still don't look like a real nigga to you.
Let me ask you a question. What age do we live in? What age do we live in?
Social media age.
Yeah.
I love this nigga.
Technology age, word.
Media age.
You know
We
what's
got something
about
wrong.
that? You know what's about that? It's not just social media age we live in. You know what era we live in? We live in an era of validation. We need to seek validation of other motherfuckers how we do the shit that we do.
That goes hand in hand with social media.
Check this out. Check this out. Check this
Social media.
out. I found this interesting. Check this out.
They go past it. They go. If I know people who don't even have social media, right? Who will in your face seek validation from you on how they move.
I found this interesting. This kind of like summed it up. We have one of our. I'm gonna give you four. I'm gonna give you 3 celebrity examples of possible mental health that was fucking memeized, because that's what we do. We meme a nigga in social media. Tyrese had a mental breakdown online in regards to not seeing his daughter for 2 fucking years. People laughed at that motherfucker. He is a popular meme for distress.
That shit was funny, bro.
We laughed at him. That was funny.
That shit was funny.
That was funny.
See again, that's our problem. That's what that's about.
Hey, listen, I'm not gonna
Don't take shit serious.
I'm not
That's what we talking about.
Hold on.
Prime example.
one of our biggest stars that we know right now. Man lost his mom. Mental breakdown on TV. They call him crazy right now.
Easy.
Yep. Shout out to that documentary too. That shit was fun.
Listen, the world watched Will Smith on live TV have his wife tell him, I fucked the nigga on your watch.
Yeah.
And we made a meme out of the crying face.
Man, listen.
I'm just saying.
It's even one bigger than that.
Go.
Britney Spears.
Ah, man.
She had a mental breakdown because her family had the fucking grips on her. And motherfuckers didn't believe what the fuck she was saying. And never had her. You know what I'm saying? She's free after all these years. She had a fucking mental breakdown.
Saved her ballroom clean bowl.
In your group messages, when a motherfucker say, oh, you tripping, man, you crazy. They'll pull up a pic of Britney Spears. They'll pull up a pic. Oh, man, you soft ass nigga. They'll pull up a picture of Tyrese. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, man.
I'm
It's a lot.
gonna say this, and we're gonna move on to the next topic. I'm gonna say this, right? As a black man from the city, from the hood who got a bunch of black men here with me, who I grew up with, known since we was fucking, as they say, knee high to a grasshopper. Don't be afraid to seek help, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me and this man right here, just put it down. We just put it where the ghost could get it for y'all. Shout out to Madison. We just put it where the ghost could get it, and we just let y'all know, listen, man, ain't nothing wrong with seeking help. If you ain't ready, you ain't ready, right? If you ain't there yet, you ain't there yet, and that's cool, because it took me a long time to get there. If you ain't there yet, cool. But ain't nothing wrong with seeking help, man, because we all fucking need it. Seeking help.
Get there, go and get
Ain't
there.
nothing wrong with it, bro.
We gotta make
Ain't
seeking
nothing
help
wrong
cool.
with it. We need that shit.
Nothing wrong with seeking help, man. We gotta make seeking help.
We need that shit,
You're not
bro.
weak. You're not a sucker.
Or talk to everybody you run across.
Facts. Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing, though.
Hey, man.
I'm in the car, bro.
We out, man. We out.
So dig this, right?
I'm going where it's hitting.
Facts.
Damn.
Somebody need to run to the game.
So check it, right?
Bro.
So there was this young lady, right, in PA. She got pulled over for drunk driving, right? And
Ooh, man.
you know, before the cops could, oh shit.
God, you got, come on, man, you got sidetracked, bro.
Before the cops could get to her and you know, breathalyze her or whatever that shit, the cops got a whole nother call. So they was like, yo, we want to believe you cool because we got some other shit going on, right? The cops got a call saying that there was a civilian a nigga on the highway, on the road, danger, bugging out, boom, boom, boom. So they
You gotta let me narrate this story. I'm bleeding better than you.
So boom, true. So they break up, right? So they break up,
Man, we want to get changed to the show right now. I got to narrate the stories, bro.
After they break up, right? They go fuck with the bull. They like, yeah, no need they get the bull to get off the highway and shit, right? And the chick they let go, she mashed, right? Lo and behold, a little bit down the road, she damn, that's the sound. She runs over the two cops and pull them over, and the nigga that they wouldn't get. And they would have got to get the highway. She runs over all three motherfuckers and kills them. Right? But there's more.
Kill them dead.
But there's more. But there's more. Right? Because we go on her social media. On her social media, prior to this happening, she has a message on March 11th.
This is killer right
Duce
here.
got me. Duce don't get me drunk no more. October 27, 2021. Yo, drunk me is funny as fuck. November 21st, 2020. I want to get drunk tonight.
Is it a reoccurring thing?
No, there was one. Bitch, I was drunk, barely made it home. I'm about to call you. 11/27/20. I'm drunk. But her most recent one before that. Before that incident, her most recent one was, I'm the best drunk driver ever.
Oh, man.
I'm the best drunk driver ever. Bitch, what? Bitch, huh? Bitch, 21 years old, bro. That's what she at right now. Slammer. Duce got me drunk. Duce don't get me drunk no more. First of all, Duce was drunk, you got a problem. Because I drink Duce every day. This is a very fine cognac. Listen.
Drunk man.
Who are you? This guy, damn. Drunk me is funny as fuck.
I'm drunk now and I ain't a city girl.
I want to get drunk tonight.
I ain't a city girl and I'm drunk.
Bitch, I was drunk, barely made it home. I'm about to call you.
Man.
I'm drunk. I'm the best drunk driver out there. Bitch, you killed 3 people, bitch. You suck. You going to jail. You going to jail for
I hope she goes to jail.
Man, listen.
Wow.
For a long time.
Man, listen.
I saw that one tweet, man. I closed my Twitter, man.
Man, listen. You know what I'm saying?
That just go out.
Could that be an addiction though?
Yeah, that's a problem.
She needs jail time for her addiction?
Nah, she not getting jail time for her addiction. She can jail time for she vehicular manslaughter 3 days.
But she was also she was belligerent. Like it's this one thing when you saying like, yo, I'm not drunk. How many times? All right, it's what? Okay, it's followers then.
Mm-hmm.
How many times or often were you were that drunk when you were able to tweet, text, and tell a motherfucker like, yo,
or even wanted to tweet, text,
or wanted to tweet or text a motherfucker like, yo, this shit ain't got me drunk enough. I've never been drunk. How often did you tell a motherfucker that?
That's rough.
You Caribbean drunk. You Johnny Depp drunk, nigga. You are
FUBAR. You are fucked up beyond all recognition.
I'm the best drunk driver? No light bulbs, no nothing. I've been drunk. No light bulbs?
Nah, I'm trying to put because when I was 21, we didn't have these gadgets. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to put myself at 21.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to put myself at 21.
You tell them like, yo, I'm drunk as a bitch. I'm speeding this bitch up. I'm gonna drive fast as a motherfucker. I'm drunk as hell in this motherfucker. So you were calling yourself what?
So hold on. So I'm gonna keep it a bean, right? Everybody, I'm not gonna tell y'all here that something nothing y'all don't know, because y'all might have been in the car with me a couple times.
But that's what I'm looking at.
But watch this. I can recall a time being in the car with you, right?
Bro,
no, let me tell you one time. Let me tell you one time I remember where you're going, right?
I know where you're going.
I was drunk as shit.
I know where you're going.
You was in the passenger seat. And I was like, yo, nigga, I'm going to $1.30. What? We laughed. I'm like, yo, look, nigga. Man, what's that? But my point is, to what you're saying,
my reality.
I've been there. The difference is,
no.
I ain't killed nobody.
No, but you almost hit yourself.
Or get stopped though.
I wasn't drunk. I wasn't drunk in that accident.
If you get stopped,
and I got my car. I wasn't drunk.
But what I'm saying is, think if you was 21, you and Phil in the car. Not saying you might have been texting going 120, but Phil probably would have been, yo, man, this nigga fucked up. We fucked up. Yo, this nigga going. No, you want to know my reaction? You want to know my reaction? You want to know my reaction at the time? I don't know the reaction.
So then what's the after effect after being stopped then?
The difference is,
because he said that before he
See, that's now give me that. That's the hindsight, but that lets you know that she really was drunk. That she wasn't.
But would you at 21 when you said you thought about how thought back to when you did it?
Now, you want to tell you what we really did?
And you got stopped. I'm gonna tell you what give me before and after. Before you
we got stopped, and the cop was like, "Yo, we gotta go up here and catch such and such. Y'all go about your own way. We had a busted U-turn somewhere.
Went home and laughed about it.
And wherever the fuck we was going.
And laughed about it when we got there.
And laughed about it when we just got there when I was 21.
Right, wrong, or indifferent. That's what we did.
You said spinning you.
We would have busted you and be like, we ain't going that way.
And still gunned it though. No one
still gunned.
Okay.
Because we was reckless.
We was reckless. That's why I had to think.
I'm like honest with me.
We didn't grow up in a social.
I get caught here. I'm on some shit where like now, like I get caught and I get a sign like, yo, you really could have got,
but you didn't. But you was kind of raised in the social media. The social media been around a good 10, 12 years. 15 at the...
Which is true, but I never used that. To me, I'm talking about his need, like me personally. even if I grew up in that era, me being stopped, I'm talking about me, Brandon being stopped. Brandon being stopped would have been like, yo, and I had one of my right hand with me, whatever. I was like, look, nigga, you might have to get in this because we driving 10 miles.
Nah, unless we was
or something.
We
But if we just,
see what I'm saying?
if we just
I don't know.
hanging out, nigga, we gonna bust it.
You ever been stopped twice in the same night?
Yes.
Right after you got let go?
Listen,
I'm saying. And to that point, that means y'all, like, I respect that.
Yeah.
Me, I've been stopped the same night too many times to where, like, me, if I get that sign, I'm going up. I ain't going
But we
to
was kind of reckless.
remember they was chasing us? We
I was
like,
kind
oh man, yo! Remember that Holyfield?
of had social media at the time.
Bro,
Listen, I probably one of them. I probably one of them dumb niggas.
I don't know.
I probably one of them.
I don't know, man.
Niggas on social media.
I don't know, man.
Nah, because we was in North Carolina.
When I get
Let him talk, let him say something, let him talk.
I don't know, because I started thinking about some brothers and sisters of mine whose names and faces will remain confidential. The thing was always to never show your face. So people who don't show their face now probably never have shown their face then. Now, me, personally, I still don't show my face. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I'm of a certain element, but I still don't show my face. And there are some people say I don't even deal with the internet. You know who those people are. Certain men and women. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, if it's 2022, when they had social media in 1994, those same people say, I ain't fucking with that. I ain't take a whole bunch of pictures. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't take a whole bunch of pictures in 94. I ain't going this in 2022.
Yeah.
Those type of people. You feel what I'm saying? So those type of people, we find a picture of them, you better keep it. It's worth something.
right,
It's worth something.
right.
You know, so I
So
say that.
I guess the underlying theme here is she's ridiculously young and reckless.
Absolutely.
Is that where we're going?
Absolutely.
She's extremely young and reckless, man, and caught up to her.
Yeah.
Some of us that don't catch up to, but
Right.
they caught up, you know.
And that's-
Some of us that don't, because we, you know, like you said, man, we've been, you've been in the back seat of me and Ro being 100% reckless, and we just haven't been caught for it. Doesn't make what she did right.
Luckily.
Nah.
Doesn't make what she did right because
She was wrong.
you killed it dead. Two human beings.
Shout out to the
Three.
family. Shout out to the family.
Oh, I'm sorry, three. I'm sorry.
Shout out to the family.
Shout out to the family, man. Rest in peace to the Dallas family.
Fucked up, man.
Even though it's fuck the police, man, you don't want to see nobody
Yeah,
die
yeah,
at the end
yeah.
of the day. It's still fuck the police.
It's still fuck
You
the
gonna
police.
get these jokes too, but you still don't, you know what I mean?
Nah, the police
I
got
get it,
police.
man. Y'all like they got families, they human.
Yeah, but it's still tough.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's real shit. That's real shit. Because again, the difference is, like you said, between her and us, the difference is we just were fortunate enough to not kill nobody, you know, crash and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? So
Listen,
That's-
listen. Coming off of 91, coming off of 95 was lucky. Listen, coming off 95 on the Route 1, man, is the perfect raceway.
Man, cause you know, we been in the, came to pick niggas up when niggas damn near
yeah,
could've killed niggas, could've killed, you know what I'm saying?
that's real.
Moving on. Hey, man, let's get it.
That's real.
Let's get it.
Rest in peace.
A brand new car,
Rest in peace to those families, man.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's real. But yo, check this out. Check this
Brand
out.
new.
We funny, we not insensitive.
Brand new whip.
We funny, we just not insensitive.
First, listen. We was just at North Carolina A&T for the weekend.
Okay.
At the homecoming.
That's what's
We was
up.
partying.
That's what's up.
Boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, I did a car accident, break my neck, all crazy and shit, all dumb.
Oh, no.
But I wasn't drunk. That's the good thing. I wasn't drunk
Good,
this
good.
time.
You sure?
I'm positive. I'm positive. I wasn't drunk this time.
I was coming from the bar.
We was some of them fat daddies. I remember. I wasn't drunk though, bro. Bullshit, you
You said you weren't drunk, goddamn. Your standards.
I wasn't drunk to the legal standards. Remember, I was drinking.
Yeah, okay.
But I wasn't drunk. According to North Carolina, I had Coronas.
Like the Romans.
A lot of them.
So, but when you say that, you got like, there was a
Overstanding time.
no, there was a
Shout out Young Boy Kevin. Shout out
I
Gambino.
remember so much about that.
Shout out Jermaine. Where's Jermaine from North Carolina? He used to call me too when I crashed.
I got that news.
You probably
shout out to Gam, no real shit.
Nah,
yeah, shout out to Gam, man.
Shout
Shout out to Gam.
But yeah, anyway, listen.
Those, if you know, you know.
Yeah, if you don't, fuck you. I mean, yeah.
That too.
Check it out. So I'm on World Star, right? I'm boom, I'm looking through shit.
I still get the download
Man.
application, man. I'm not downloading that shit.
And I come across this joint, right?
I'm a wormhole.
And it's a 12-year-old and a 12-year-old girl and a 14-year-old boy.
That was great.
In the bathroom, they joking around, blah, blah, blah. And the 12-year-old girl, she got a gun in her hand, a blizzard, with a 50-round drum. The drum. And they all loud. They ain't even loaded. They shot it to me that she about they ain't even loaded. And she pulled the trigger. Boom! Hit the boy in the back of the head. He drops. Right? And she like, ah! And she dropped. And then you kind of see like a little bit from this up. And you see her, because she had like braids. You see the braids go, you hear boom, hear the braids go. So it's like she off herself. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's sad.
So you got a 12-year-old who accidentally kills her 14-year-old cousin, boyfriend. It's a couple different stories. And then she off herself. Right? And then you got...
Is that what it is?
Nah, she did offer.
She off herself.
Right on.
She off herself.
After she accidentally shot her.
A lot of people say,
shot herself.
now I think she accidentally bit, but if you look at it, and I'll show you, nah. She in my opinion, she off herself.
Here's his hand.
Yeah.
Here's his death.
But her family, or somebody's family in the other room, they hear a gunshot, you can hear them yelling, yo, and motherfuckers peeking in the bathroom like, ah! And it's, a whole bunch of ruckus and shit. You know what I'm saying? So the police call it a murder-suicide. And I guess that's what you have to label it as, because she did have a gun to the bullet's jaw and she pulled the trigger.
Right.
Granted, I think that first shot was an accident, but you have to label it as murder-suicide because that's, that's kind of the category it falls into. So I'm like, damn, like, and my point of bringing this story up is there's no way in the world, in my opinion, that this 14-year-old and 12-year-old should be in the bathroom playing with this hammer.
Man, listen. Where
It
the fuck they get that motherfucking drum from, nigga?
Check this out. I'm going to tell you. Because I found pictures of, me, I'm radical.
They had fucking
Check
drum
this
on
out.
that
Check this out.
motherfucker.
I found pictures of a young bull with a whole bunch of shit.
Oh my god.
Hey, yo.
Oh my god.
Young boy.
Oh my
The
god.
whole bunch. Oh no, I'm not done.
Hey, yo, you know
I'm
what
not done.
Oh my god. And the soldier boy jump.
Young boy got a whole bunch of shit. Just as he Matt.
Young boy got a bunch of shit.
We had a discussion with him that day when I wasn't there. I ain't even see it.
That was last week.
Now, this week now, bro. And I'm like, sort of caught up, like, bro, not saying I believe anything at this
Nah,
point.
that was on video.
It was on video.
Yeah, it was on video. And they showed up in the bedroom, picked up the gun.
I'm about to.
I'm in, he dropped it in the crowd.
I'm gonna show you a video.
It's on video, Fresh. Oh shit.
Now keep watching. Watch this. What happened? What do you think happened? I'm playing for you again.
It's on video, bro. I'm gonna turn my notes off.
Turn them just all the way on, bro.
Pop him in the head, nigga.
She off
By
Tim.
accident.
She off Tim. And she off herself.
Two distinct shots.
Yeah, they was separate too.
Two distinct shots.
Anything else?
They was separate.
Anything else?
We ain't got to be there. It's on me.
We had last week. Well, I don't know if we got it this week.
Anything else?
I don't know if we got it this week, bro.
You don't know?
Yeah, we're getting a little older, man. It's playing.
That's on purpose.
Oh,
She off herself on purpose.
you can see her.
That's on
Now,
purpose.
what's your head?
That's on
No.
purpose.
Can I play devil's advocate?
Yes, you can,
There's a double advocate? Well, because I'm saying, you know, coming from the perspective of if this slip with shooting,
If it was just on accident, split with the boyfriend, am I right?
no, her little cousin.
The little cousin, am I right?
I mean, her big cousin.
Big cousin, I'm a 14-year-old.
Who what? Well, it was an accident. Couldn't he have slipped with her as well?
It could
What
have.
I saw, no.
It could have.
No, for what I saw, no. I'm gonna say no.
I'm saying it could have
I'm
because
gonna say no. I'm gonna say
it's
no.
possible, but no.
It could have, but then he said, can I make devil's advocate to that?
Yes, sir.
After you shoot somebody, when you drop the gun and you 12 years old, why would you still keep it in your hand?
And why
No,
you-
I'm right here. Or you go on but you don't shot. You drop it. Yeah, drop it, keep dropping.
Why she pick it back up?
Drop it.
Oh, okay.
This one out, bro.
And plus, you know,
This one out, bro. This one out.
last week.
We can't. Chill. We gotta save face on it. That was great. That was safe.
Wow, bro. I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying that happened. You know,
Like I visually saw it.
Yeah,
I visually saw it.
Now, I'm saying, if someone has seen, if someone has one guy that, well, I didn't see her put the gun to her head, but I'm putting together the gun slipped with him, it could have slipped with her. I'm like, alright, that's a perspective you could have came from.
Cool.
She dropped it, so she shot
Bless those families, man. That's a lot to deal with.
That's fair.
That's a lot to deal with in that situation,
rough,
man.
man.
In terms of how it happened.
That's
That's
rough.
a lot.
Whatever happened.
Yeah, you got a double funeral. Regardless of what happened, you got a double funeral.
That's not even
So,
that.
man,
It goes
condolences
deeper
to
than
that
that, though.
family, man.
Shout out to the family. Like, I hope they'll be
Condolences,
strong.
man. Condolences.
Because that breaks families apart.
Condolences.
They were cousins.
Yeah.
Because now you got motherfuckers arguing.
Now you got
It's a whole lot going on there. That's real.
It wasn't like they were brother and sister where the mother.
Everybody come down. You know what's going on down here.
It's two different families. It's two different families. You know what I'm saying? Argument. I don't know.
But you know, there's a lot of situations.
That's even different.
Cousins getting closer than brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Like they just close.
Yeah.
But that situation, man, that's tough, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's tough, man. And for wow. So young, man.
Yo, man.
Condolences to the family,
And,
man.
and then I showed y'all a picture of the young boy. And he got all types of guns, man.
But I can't say nothing about that.
I mean, yeah, true. You know, I know young niggas who hold me.
Now I can't even say nothing about
You know what I'm saying?
that.
But like, goddamn.
Cause it could have been him and his pops guns. Because we praise niggas, we praise the pictures we see with a man with his son who's teaching his son how to arm himself ready for the whatever's going to happen. We praise them type niggas.
I
We could have just showing up the guns by
I don't know if
himself.
we praise him.
Nah, but
I know.
we think that's cool. A nigga, man, like these videos that show the nigga getting his son prepared for the whatever's gonna go down, the war, whatever, and he out there with his son, they like this is, and his little daughter, and they out there shooting. But I mean, that shit cool.
I don't have a problem with it, but I don't praise that shit.
Yeah, I think that shit cool.
I don't think that shit cool personally.
Oh, that's what we need to be start doing. We need to start training our kids for Armageddon, for the world come.
My God.
What's up?
How you feeling?
You be everywhere, man.
That's how to do what I can.
You know, not trying to put you be everywhere, they don't be nowhere, man.
We be everywhere, you know, they don't just let me in a little
How
bit.
your tour go, bro? Oh, man, it was good, man. Shout out to Rick Shell and the YouTube, the U-Turn show. Shout out Public and shout out to U-Turn show. You know what I mean? For having all pro. I need some love on there. You know what I mean?
Integral
We
part.
definitely appreciate it.
I need some love. Not you in the building.
Of the foreigners experience that is the lifeblood of real talk. When we dropping real talk episodes, man, like that's not like we don't want y'all to glance over those, man. That's real talk. Like that's real talk, man. Like real talk.
Yeah, get him.
That's real talk. Like for real. That's
Check this out, though.
That's something you really should take a look at, man. That's worth the price. Listen, that's free game you get, man. Free game.
13 now?
Yeah.
You got 13 episodes of the line. That's a binge watch,
Nephew came here. He ran into a motherfucker he know at the door.
Yeah.
He ran into a motherfucker he know here. It's a small world, man.
When we drop the real talk, man, like y'all should really, that's the pipeline, to what's going on right now. We may laugh and joke, and we may say this, that, and the other, man, but that's a real serious talk right there, man. Don't get it confused. That's real talk. Watch it, man. You definitely gonna get something from it, man.
It's a family affair, man. We listen. This fire nights, but we ain't just about fire nights, man.
Man, we got a
You know what I'm
down here,
saying? It's a
man.
family affair, man.
Family affair.
We got Hamid Salam down here. We got family. Listen, we all inclusive, man. We keep trying to tell you motherfuckers, man. We all inclusive, man.
Area 51.
You feel me? Area 51, secret location.
Studio time.
Listen, man. Listen.
With the fire night, so man, you get out of that.
Y'all better catch up, man. Y'all better catch the fuck up, man. Y'all better catch the fuck up, man.
You know what, good bro? It's just a good time to maybe drop it down, good bro. When you know on the fire experience, you getting the exclusive? No, okay. If you know, you know. Oh my God! You know. So listen, what I really want, bro, is Texas for happy hour in Charlie Square, Friday.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
I gotta say that.
Sheesh.
Texas for happy hour in Charlie Square, Friday.
Y'all heard
Say less.
Where we at, Charlie Square?
Right there in the corner, DuPont and Delaware Avenue, by the Acme parking lot.
Okay.
And then we get started everybody on there.
Say less. That's all it is.
This Friday at 4.
That's all
That
it
is
is.
for happy hour.
Put me up to the people. Put me in the car, bro.
We out?
Yeah. So check this out, yo. So effective today, right? What's today? March 28th, 29th, March 29th. Effective 3/29/22, right?
Okay.
The Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act has been passed by Congress. It's 100 years in the making, right? It only took 100 years,
Only took 100 years.
right? But it's passed, right? So what that means is, if a group of white motherfuckers kill a black motherfucker, and they conspire to do so, they can be charged with a hate crime and get up to 25, I'm sorry, I think it's 30 years, or 36 years.
You got it, coach.
And don't be wrong, and vice versa, if it's a group of black people, it can be the same, vice versa.
Yep.
You got it, coach.
What we got for him? That part, man.
Wow! It's 2022, man. We got one.
Listen.
This is hard. he said it's 2020 fucking 2, man. I mean, we waited.
It only took 100 years.
Yeah, it
That's
only
all. That's all.
not 100 years, but 50, 60.
No, 100 years.
Okay.
That bill's been in the making for 100 years. 100 years.
To say that lynching a black man
It's
is
illegal. It's 2022.
So you didn't tell me what I'm doing. It's going to take 100 years before they say it's illegal for a cop to kill an unarmed black man?
At least, pretty much.
At least.
They going to put
At least.
Hey, but listen, you already going up again.
Check it out. Only got passed because it's Joe Biden who's out there right now. Joe Biden we got the House and the Senate right now.
So
Shout out to Joe Biden. He right about
so it has to be a group of white guys that two or more.
Yep.
Two or more.
Who conspired to kill a black man, it can be looked at and charged as a hate crime.
Alright, so
Hey, man.
see, I gotta read the bill. I gotta read it.
Okay.
Because I wanna know, do they all have to be there at the same time? Or can you just conspire to kill me?
Right.
Or do y'all all have to be there at the same time?
Well, you know what hate crime falls into the fact that it's rather it's premeditated, rather it's constructive, rather it's on a situation where they need to do it or not. It's all falling in that same bill though. They gonna put it under that same bill.
I hope so.
Did you pull it up?
I hope so.
No, you get done, do this.
This hussy
That's the
has,
portion I read.
this hussy has admitted,
Look at that.
Admit it.
this hussy has admitted,
That's right.
Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
admitted.
Yeah, she lied.
She lied, big head bitch.
Hey man, I'm gonna go ahead and pass on this one, man, because I got high blood pressure, man, and there's some things I gotta protect. I'm just saying.
Big head bitch. She a
I'm
big,
just saying.
she a big wordy, jughead bitch.
I'm just saying.
It's harder than a black man in America,
Listen,
man.
It
listen.
ain't hard. It's the
It's harder when you guys are
Not gonna really say nothing about the bill, but that's
legal to be a black man.
but that what I read.
Check this
so
out.
far, what it
I
says-
stand on it. Let me tell you what it says.
That's what
The
we
new law makes it possible to prosecute a crime as a lynching when a conspiracy to commit a crime. When a conspiracy to commit a hate crime leads to death or serious bodily injury.
So they was able to get a
You
pass
get a maximum of 30 years in prison.
Who they just convicted the white boys in Georgia for doing that to the black boys.
For a mob.
So that's basically, it's been chilled.
Well, it's the
They
immaterial.
would have got,
They would have. They would have. But guess what? They toast either way.
yeah, either
They
way.
ain't never gonna see the light again. They toast.
But this going further, going on, that's gonna be hard to prove.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
It's a
It
possibility.
depends on the
When you
situation.
get in your pickup truck,
Yeah.
and follow the lead, without a mile up the road,
Yeah.
you conspire to do something.
Right.
Nah, because they just proved, like you said, they proved it in the Bar Aubrey joint, but they couldn't prove it in the George Floyd joint.
Well, they couldn't because.
What's the difference?
Well, I think.
No, the response.
Right.
That's the difference.
That's a difference to me.
That's like a cop on the cell phone driving.
That's a
He
difference.
not looking.
That's a difference to me.
Driving.
That's a difference to me.
He was a cop.
Definitely plays a part.
A cop shooting a young man in the back at doing beats running away. He ain't getting a murder charge. So that's what they're doing.
But check this out. Speaking of that, something we talked about on this show within the last few weeks. The cop in Philly who shot the white boy in the back, or I don't know if he's Spanish or whatever he is, but they shot the boy in the back.
The little boy.
Yeah, that cop is suspended. They called it suspended with the intent to be fired, but the suspension is 30 days, so he's still suspended. He's not fired yet.
Right.
But there's still pending investigation.
Or he's going to transfer to the
That's the thing. Because if that's what it was.
Oh,
Sexual assault game?
come on,
Sexual assault game? Speak on that shit.
Nah,
Speak on that shit. Fuck that nigga. Speak on that shit. Speak on that shit, bro. Speak on that shit. Speak on that shit. That nigga just got robbed
Again.
He just got some pills. Yes, he did.
This is too many eyes.
Yes, he did for some pills.
They got to hide.
He said that he got, there's a cop in Delaware who was locked up for sending a 17-year-old pictures of himself and receiving naked pictures of her.
I heard about that.
And then today or a couple days ago, yesterday, maybe yesterday. Yeah, you heard. Delaware, a Wilmington police officer has been fired
He was
and has pending charges. Sexting.
17-year-old.
Yes, sir.
Senator
Yes, sir.
Senator Dick
Yes, sir.
in his uniform and all that.
And what happened recently?
And then so he got fired, you know what I mean, and all that. And then recently, I want to say about a week ago, he gets caught riding the car and gets knocked with pills and
they saw the purchase.
him and his homies.
About West Center City.
No, I want total 100% silence.
West Center City.
Somebody please read this story, please. I want 100%.
We just gave it to you. Pull that shit up. We just gave it to you.
Please read that.
This
Do I read it? Give it to me, sir. Because I'm gonna give it to me. Read it with your voice,
This nigga's a
guy. Please give me
Brandon something. Cooper.
Brandon Cooper.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have the wild color Negro. We have the wild color Negro. Please tell me. I knew about that. You knew. Please tell me. I get you right. Let's go. Brandon Cooper. All right. So he's good. Come up with steak. Yeah, man, get out of here, man.
I'm already subscribed.
Ain't no good. WDL.
Alright.
SAT, get Brandon Cooper up out of here, man.
Hold on.
I'm good.
Are you good? Okay, cool.
Okay.
He's a pretty cool dude, too, man.
I need total silence.
Okay.
Total silence.
No, we play a little.
I gotta take this in, bro. I gotta take this in while I'm reading it.
You're pervert. Pervert.
Latest one.
Okay, so here we go.
That's not his latest one, but that's the first one.
Yeah, that's
the most egregious one.
That's the one that got him fired from the police.
Can you hear me?
Talk to him, big.
Talk to him, big.
Test. Talk to him, big.
Talk to
Testy
him,
is
big.
1 2. Testy is 1 2.
Former Wilmington police officer who prosecutors say sent nude photos to a teenage girl he met while on duty at a city community center has been charged in connection with the text. A Newcastle County grand jury indicted 30-year-old Brandon Cooper on Monday, according to the announcement by the Delaware Department of Justice. Prosecutors charged him with sexual solicitation of a child, a felony, as well as official misconduct and lewdness, both misdemeanors. According to prosecutors, Cooper met the teen in March 2020 in Kingswood Community Center on the city's east side while he was assigned there. He saved her number in his phone as Young John.
What kind of silly shit?
Between December 2021 and January 1st, 2022, prosecutors said Cooper and the teen engaged in a series of explicit text messages, including nude photos of the victim and Cooper encouraging sexual acts The Delaware Department of Justice did not detail what the sexual acts were. The text included the December 2nd video message where Cooper, who is wearing a Wilmington Police Department uniform, says, "Look," then aims the camera at his exposed, erect genitalia, prosecutor said. Cooper also enraged the victim. That was my verbiage. I deviated. To keep their communications secret, the State Justice Department said. A day after Cooper is accused of sending the video, the Delaware Division of Family Services was called to the team's home to respond to a report of sexual abuse not involving Cooper. However, was dispatched to the residence to aid social workers.
The nigga was in the house was trying to fuck.
Hold on. When he arrived,
They said.
Listen, read that back. Go back and read why the police were called to the house. Go ahead and read that. Read that back. Now listen, read that back. Yeah, can we hear that again, please, sir?
Oh yeah, Pete, do it in your voice.
I need 100% radio silence. I need 100% radio silence, man. A day after Cooper is accused of sending the video, the Delaware Division of Family Services was called to the teen's home to respond to a report of sexual abuse not involving Cooper.
Not involving him.
Cooper.
So that means a man in that house wanted some pussy. Oh, you fucking that cop. Oh, you sending that cop. Oh, no.
What's happening?
What up, man?
Shit. One of them side niggas.
Hey.
One of you dirty side niggas. Oh, you finish here. One of you scum buckets. Oh,
From the bucket.
yeah.
So,
Yo. Put that young girl under pressure.
speak to him, Pete. Speak to him, Pete.
Cooper, however, was dispatched to the residence to aid social workers, prosecutors said. When he arrived, the teen changed her story and said she wasn't sexually assaulted. Later, she told the Division of Family Services worker she recanted her statement because Cooper had sent her a video of him exposing his genitalia.
Damn it, man. I was going to tell you this.
The social worker contacted Wilmington Police about the claims, and the department immediately opened an investigation and contacted prosecutors according to the Delaware Department of Justice. Delaware Attorney General Kathy Jennings called the case grave and disturbing, adding that Cooper swore an oath to protect our community from this kind of misconduct. He did not simply break the law, he harmed a minor, Jennings said. His actions are a serious violation of the law and an abuse of the position of power and trust that he was privileged to hold. Wilmington Police Department spokesman David Carey said Cooper's last day of employment was February 22nd. Delaware Online, a news article confirmed the 30-year-old resigned from the force. Previous news articles showed Cooper graduated from Wilmington's 97th Police Academy in February 2017. Cooper is the second former Wilmington Police Department officer to be indicted in 2 weeks. On February 28th, a Newcastle grand jury indicted 27-year-old Samuel Waters on 8 counts, including 2 felonies in connection with 2 separate excessive use of force crimes.
That was in the store, right?
Yeah, right there, the store right there on the corner.
There's the other charge.
No, there's the other charge. We got this guy just got locked up.
I apologize, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Wait.
Shit.
The Delaware Department of Justice began investigating Waters, who was fired by Maryland Police Department in 2017 before being hired by Wilmington 11 months later after a video began circulating on social media. Waters slammed the man's head into a wall at a Southbridge store in late September.
When Harris.
Receipts. What's to do with it?
During their investigation into the September 21st incident, prosecutors said they learned of another use of force incident on September 12th. 9 days later to the second incident, Waters was involved in another excessive force incident, which He used his nightstick to repeatedly apply downward pressure on the back of a person's neck, pushing their face into the back of a vehicle, causing injuries. The person, who was not named in court documents, was not combative or violent with arresting officers. The person had their hands behind their back and was bent over the back of a vehicle while another officer prepared to handcuff them, according to the indictment. Wilmington police acknowledged in the newspaper that waters had been fired from the force on January the 5th.
What? Ho, retrospect?
No that. He was later charged with tampering with public records. He was later charged with tampering with public records and perjury, both of which are felonies, as well as 3 counts of assault, 2 counts of official misconduct, and 1 count of falsifying a business record.
Wow.
And cut.
They was taking people money and falling.
Thank you, man. I want to shake your hand, good brothers, man. Because God damn, man. If you need a SAT tutor, Coach P, will get your children through it. Because if you get through that motherfucker with no breast and no motherfucking mistakes, God damn. But Joe, did you hear what the fuck the authorities are in the queue? Can I say something? We around here, Fire Nights, man. Like I said, don't take it serious until it's time to get serious. Just make it time to get serious because we've been actively, us around here have been actively trying to put together a bill that is actively trying to do away with these practices that allow these dirty cops, these aggressive cops, these physical cops, these fucking cops gonna go way past the line and assault you over some dumb shit in the store over South Bridge. Learboard, SP 149. This is what the fuck we trying to talk about. We trying to not let any departments hire these motherfuckers. Sammy Waters, he was fired from Maryland. If we had Learboard, Bill 149, we could weed out a motherfucker like this. And you will hear that on fucking real talk all day long from my good brother Hadi Salam. This is what the fuck we talking about. We could weed this out, but they try to fight against it. This is what the bill is about, y'all. Accountability. He could have not been fucking hired for him not doing the dumb shit he did.
And they're fighting against it because they want these cocksuckers to have impunity.
Right.
They want these cocksuckers to have impunity where they can do what the fuck they want to do to us, motherfucker. Now, it was a young lady this time, but they letting motherfuckers do that shit to us. They giving them impunity over us, man. And that shit ain't cool, yo. That shit ain't cool. Overseer. That part.
Right to the people, man.
Hey man,
to the people, motherfucker.
is it time
Over here, you know.
Is it time to talk about that all-inclusive, man? What we do, man? That shit.
Oh shit, my Jesus.
Let's get it.
We need to be properly.
Let's get it.
We need to be properly in
Take us there then.
what we do around here.
Take us there then.
Take us there, then.
We got it. He'll catch up. He's a smart guy. He'll catch up. Take us there.
First, do I need to go full nostalgic? It's
Take us there.
You good? You
Take us there, good brother.
You there? Go refill.
Push your gut.
Talk to me.
Fuck it. You dig? Then you gonna touch your gut.
Right.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Nah, we're gonna go this one. We're gonna go this one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Little bit.
action. Let me get that.
Let it build. 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 Yeah. Alright, let's fight forward, man. What we got? What we got?
Hey, man, you go up there, goddamn.
Ooh, is it done?
I can't wait till Saturday.
Or is it UNC? I'm tripping UNC.
I can't wait till Saturday, nigga.
UNC.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I guess my pick got
All day.
Okay.
I guess who I think is going to win.
Okay.
If you had
I can't wait till. No, he's talking. He say something. He say something. He talk. Nigga, playing each other in the motherfucking tournament. And you going down Saturday. Let's fucking go. These niggas up.
How long you been waiting, baby? How long you been waiting?
50+ years.
Forever. Yeah, that was right.
The most story rivalry in sports history. Let's not forget. There's been many rivalries, but God damn it, to back on the road, 5 miles away from each other. Final Four. God damn it, you can't write a script better than this. You can't write a script better than this.
When you read the minute 5 minutes, God damn, it's like 10, 20 minutes away from each other.
UNC, baby.
Bro,
UNC, baby.
I think this game I'm going with the Blue Devils. I'm going with the Blue Devils.
Okay.
Bro, you ain't got to argue that with UNC because they both in the 8.
I'm honestly saying,
it's a it's a rivalry game, so
fuck what's going on the other side of the bracket. This is the national championship.
Agreed.
no.
Agreed.
I can't say that.
Agreed.
You can't say that.
Because the 2 teams on the other side of the bracket better than North Carolina.
What?
Kansas ain't gonna know what better than North Carolina is good injury. But Kansas, Villanova better than North Carolina.
Okay. We're going to see, sir.
Villanova better than North Carolina. I said both.
We're going to see.
That's a national championship.
We're going to see.
On the other side, better than
We're going to see. Kansas definitely going to
We're
win.
not talking about Kansas and
Because Villanova cannot win without more. They're not going to win without more.
y'all can't win without love.
You need all your bullets.
If y'all ain't got love, y'all can't win.
But Love playing, right?
They got Gillespie. They
That's
gonna
you
win.
didn't answer my question. Love playing. No. You said we can't win without Love. But
Yeah,
Love's
he's playing.
Okay,
Yeah,
we talking about.
Gillespie playing. They gonna
Okay.
win.
Nah, not without more. They're
Alright.
not going to beat Kansas without more. Watch.
Nah, Kansas is a better team overall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
They're not going to beat Kansas either way, but definitely without more then.
Yeah.
So what's gonna be your problem?
Ain't no real problem. We're gonna beat Duke. Then we're gonna knock off Kansas. Straight like that. And I'm taking off bets. And I'm taking off bets. You know how I play. You know how I'm taking off bets.
We got 2 brothers on the Fire Nice Experience right here, right now, sitting about 26 centimeters away from each other.
Man, listen.
Whose rivalry has been the greatest of all time, as you just eloquently stated. Y'all gotta put something on it, man. Y'all gotta put something on it,
I'm
man.
taking off bets. Crazy Hard Bumps. What's up?
Fresh.
Crazy Hard Bumps.
Crazy hard.
It's not chicken cheese.
Nah, Crazy Hard Bumps. Above the rim.
We got 2 USC sitting right here.
Above the rim. Crazy Hard Bumps, nigga.
Bro, you ever watch a Thanksgiving carving?
That's what it's gonna be?
You ever, no, I'm gonna go even further. You ever see Columbus and them boys carve up? when they just got when they did their act of treachery.
Oh
and they
my God, this guy was biblical. I mean, historical.
Listen,
Wow.
You think it's going to be North Carolina and Kansas?
Yeah.
bro, I'm telling you right now, you are going to watch a national butchering on fucking TV. Oh my God!
National championship game?
Hey, ho.
The national butchering should be the national championship.
Be clear now. He said that when Duke and North Carolina played last time.
A national butchering.
Be clear.
I just want to say between y'all two guys, man, I would really like to see. I mean, cause
Crazy hard bones.
it's all
Next Tuesday it will be Crazy Hard Bolts on air. On air.
Hold on, AB Mac. This is the most subdued I've heard you about such rivalry. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, nah. He's predicted a massacre.
Did you hear what I said?
He was like, yeah, okay.
Did you hear what I said?
I'm like,
What y'all split this season?
Yes.
We split the season, fam. Yes.
We ruined
That don't mean nothing.
We ruined Coach K's last game at Cameron.
That don't mean nothing.
I agree, but I'm just telling you, we split the season and we ruined Coach K's last game at Cameron. I'm just saying. So, listen, I'm taking all bets.
wow.
This man's not a better though, so we're gonna be Crazy Hard Bucks.
Nigga, Crazy Hard Bolts Tuesday night.
Say that.
Say less.
Hey, yo,
I like Duke and Villanova in the championship.
Ooh. Wow. Okay. Who you like to win it?
I don't like none of them winning.
Oh shit!
Listen, that whole other side don't even matter.
They can pull it out, man.
Really, I'm not gonna lie. I think with the
That's payback for Scotty Thurman, motherfucker. Yeah.
Always having a national chip.
Hey man.
Hey,
That's payback for Scotty Thurman. Hey man, I can't predict what we get you, motherfucker.
And
Hey, I can't predict when I catch you slipping, nigga. I just gotta catch you slipping.
Caught him lacking?
Yeah, caught him lacking.
Always having a chip.
Well,
so with the injury of Moore to Villanova,
Kansas
I think they're gonna play
Kansas
locally, but I think Kansas wins out over there.
it's time for Brian Antoine.
Already said
No one got the horses. No one got the horses. It's just whether the young boy wants to step up or not. That's a big loss, but I'm gonna say this.
I don't think they're going to be able to overcome
I agree.
The loss. I'm gonna say this.
That's a significant loss. That's a chink in the armor of Villanova.
This may sound wild. I'm a Coach K fan, but I do believe the best coach in college basketball is J-Rock. Yeah. Yes.
That's interesting.
I do.
That's interesting.
I do believe that. Wholeheartedly, I do believe that. Wholeheartedly, the best coach in college basketball is J-Rock. Because J-Rock does more with less.
No, to anybody.
And let's understand that for those that don't really get it, recruiting has a lot to do with area and campus. Villanova is not a desired campus. Villanova is not a North Carolina or an Arizona State or an Arizona or North Carolina or Kentucky. It's just not. Or Alabama. It's not. It's a small city school that necessarily isn't a drawing point to today's 5-star athletes. So the fact that man is able to reach multiple Final Fours in this day and age, you gotta give it up to him, man. In my opinion, he's the premier coach. He's doing this with less 5 stars than the Blue Bloods. And he's attained Blue Blood status. Well, I'm not gonna say he's attained Blue Blood status, he's attained New Blood. New Bloods. He's the premier coach in
Good brother.
America.
That's fair.
That's real.
That's fucking fair.
Yeah, that's
I'm
real.
saying about, when you break it down like that, Jay Wright, doesn't have a whole bunch of 5 and 4-star recruits. You know what I'm saying? He really doesn't.
Yeah.
To really break it down to you, he's won and been successful with people from Delaware. I don't think we never really had a 5-star, 4-star
Double D, Dante, Vincenzo,
That's real.
tournament.
You know what I'm saying? He's been very, very extremely successful. Ultimately successful with lesser than what John Calipari, what
Hold on. Let me shoot
Calhoun,
Hey, yo,
anybody, you know what I'm saying?
real quick, first. Shout out to nephew, man. Brand.
Hold on, let me get there.
I'm dropping balls, man. Dropping balls, man. He was dropping, spitting the night, man. I swear. That's you.
Eric 51, you welcome anytime.
Oh, man.
I appreciate you for having me,
You
man.
already know, bro.
Hey,
Anytime, bro.
man.
You hear me?
That's a fire.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen, anytime y'all want to have me, man, I'm willing to be here.
Hey, man, listen.
Yo, he was dropping balls Tuesday night.
Every Tuesday night, it goes down.
Tuesday night.
You know where we at.
No doubt.
Tell a friend to tell a friend, you heard?
Exactly.
Hey, shout out to my mom. Hey, listen, my mom was on here too, man. Hey,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
friend
let's
was
go.
on there too.
Shut up, mom. Appreciate you, mom. Do
You about to grab a bottle every Tuesday, you better tell the fans.
Yeah, we love you, mama. Thank you for tuning in. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If mom can take the smoke, tell mom to pull up.
We gonna do
Sure, no, so I guess you can have it.
more complicated than this, man.
Real shit. We appreciate you, bro. You hear me? We appreciate your knowledge. Real shit.
You know,
Coach Kyle and Coach Fuse suck ass. Alright? Coach Kyle and Coach Fuse suck ass.
Yo, Gonzalo's program. Did I tell you that? About,
Neat. I put it on it.
They put last year when they had the NBA niggas.
Hey, be safe, nephew.
When they made it good, that was this game, but they got 7 niggas. Nah, what you got? What you shoot like a head shot or like, you know what I'm saying, like a long
They got all the NBA niggas.
Yo, Gonzaga is niggas. You got one NBA nigga and you got an NBA nigga. James Sutton was an NBA nigga. He not, I don't know if he got 5 years with me. I don't know if he got 5 years. I don't know if he got 5 years. James Sutton was an NBA nigga. Whoever was an NBA nigga, but not just hired a nigga to the NBA. Who was an NBA nigga? You don't need that. Was an NBA nigga. Who had a good run?
But no, I'm saying it's college.
Yeah,
you don't need a
but that's what I'm saying. He had a good run in the tournament, which made him
prohibited favorite. Prohibited. Damn near wire to wire. Wire to wire.
So what I'm saying is, nowadays, the college game has reached, it's not the college game anymore. That's true, that's fair to say. You have to have guys, you have to have 1 or 2 guys on your squad who have legit NBA talent that can go out of the system. A la Duke has a legit NBA talent on their team. A la North Carolina, who has legit NBA talent on their team in Caleb Love. Ask Kansas, who has legit NBA talent on their team. Ask Villanova, who has legit NBA talent on their team. Or Coach Up today. Does not have legit NBA talent on their team. To me, I swear, Timmy is not legit NBA talent. He won't be around. Seth Holmgren, listen, the only reason, like I told y'all a couple weeks ago, the only reason
You lock your door downstairs, D? My man.
Seth Holmgren is this phenomenon.
I'm a fan, though. That's my guy. Fuck.
I'm gonna put that out
prototype. He's the only American that's a prototype of a European player. We never had a white guy. We never had a white guy in America that can do what Porzingis do, Gallinari do, Luka do,
Tony Kukoc, for that matter.
Tony Kukoc.
The original, the blueprint.
We never had a white guy.
Tony Kukoc, how good
We never had an official white guy. All that stuff comes from Europeans. And now it's a white guy that can do what they do. So we're like, they're like, we don't got one. But he's not good.
He not it.
He ain't it.
He's a mule. He's a mule, man. He's a mule.
He ain't it.
I swear to you myself, I keep saying it to anybody willing to listen.
Man, I keep telling niggas. Man, niggas think, alright, Tim Holmgren. Man, I get it. He dominated high. He did what he was supposed to do in high school. He did what he's supposed to do. It ain't too many 7-foot niggas in Minnesota.
Right.
You did what you supposed to do. There ain't too many 7-foot niggas nowhere.
Right.
So you did what you supposed to do. In college, you kind of did what they expected you to do. You know what I'm saying? You ain't dominate, but you did what they expected you. They did, you did what you know what I'm saying? But you get to this league, nigga, you can't tell me a nigga like Miles Turner can't beat you.
Yeah, it's cool. It's partakers.
Huh? A nigga like, and he's not even considered one of the best. He's good. Right, he's good. But you trying to tell me a nigga like Miles Turner can't beat you? A lot of fire. He's gonna bust your head. He's gonna bust his head. He's just good though. Miles Turner is just good. So if you think of what a Miles Turner
You get second round undrafted.
nah, he gonna go top 3, 1, 2, or 3. But he's gonna be exposed.
Oh shit, you gonna get exposed?
Let me give you 2 words. Whoever picking us a wasted
Let me give
pick.
you 2 words by default.
Who the fuck is number 2 or number 3?
Man, listen, that nigga is for the Caucasian persuasion. When the last time a white nigga been good in the league?
So he can.
I'm gonna go on record. I don't know.
Coach P endorses Chet. Let's go,
I
Chet.
don't know.
I'm entertained by Chet. Let's go, Chet.
Coach Lee, can he go to Detroit and help the young boy out in
Man,
Detroit?
I like Chet, man.
They want a little bit more.
I like Chet, man. So what you think? I like Chet, man. I ain't gonna convince you. I'm a man. I like Chet, man. I like Chet, man. Maybe it's a weird science thing to name Chet. I like Chet.
Michael Jackson, what you think his numbers would be? Even if he played with
His numbers?
Yeah.
Check it, man.
Yo, Chet Holmgren.
Absolutely. Chet, what's his rookie numbers? Rookie numbers for Chet.
Playing against high school niggas, man.
Rookie numbers for Chet.
For Christ's sake.
Rookie numbers.
Shut up, weird science.
They don't know, man, I love that, but every damn night, I got to fight to prove my love.
On the telephone.
I'm an asshole, man.
Coach P projections for Chet.
I can't say that.
No.
10 points, 8 boards, 2 blocks.
I don't see the boards. I don't see the boards.
Said it is.
Time out. Right on the play. Oh shit.
Right on the play.
Illegal procedure?
Now, are we projecting him to go 1, 2, or 3?
Well, that can depend. That can depend. Because this weekend has a lot to do with that. Because Paulo Banchero could vault to the number 1 spot with a dominant performance. Well, with his
But I'm projecting him to go in the top 3.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, no, that's all right.
So, are you telling me
this 7-foot unicorn, this white guy, the unicorn, the dude what Kristaps Porzingis can do, the unicorn is going to average 10 points for 3 of the sorriest teams in the league? Yeah.
I think he will.
You're the
Who you talking about? Who you talking about?
Detroit, Houston, or whoever. The Thunder.
Okay. You done?
Yeah. I'm done. You done or is you finished?
I'm down. Yeah, I'm done, man. Birdman.
Detroit. Who plays in Detroit?
Cade Cunningham.
It was the offensive point guard. So there's the day. He plays. Would you call Cade Cunningham a passive point guard? I would. Would you call Cade Cunningham a passive point guard?
I wouldn't.
He's a scoring passive point guard. I'm sorry. He's a point guard. You say passive or he passing? I said passive. He can play. He has 7 assists. I said he's a point guard. He's a rookie. He has 6 assists.
That's okay for a rookie.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's okay.
Oh, is he not the number 1 option on that team?
Yeah.
So you add shit.
Okay. And
The other team.
And he should add more than 10 with them?
No, that's what I'm projecting, bro. That's what I'm projecting. Because sometimes you don't have to be an offensive producer to have an impact on the game.
That's solid for a rookie.
You don't have to have 20 to have an impact on the game.
Blocks, you playing D, you bumping around down low. Please,
Drake away. I know where you're going.
I know where you're going. He just said bumping down low. Hold on tight. Please, everybody. Good brother, let me stop you right there. His A version is too much, right? Now, I said, all right, 10 points, that sounds fair to me. I'll give you 10 points. The 8 more runs back, nah, I don't see that. Nah. The simple reason, he's not going to get a whole bunch of boards. He's not a big man. And he doesn't play a damn long game. So I could probably say maybe 6. Okay. 6 boards. 6 boards. Now, this is from a guy who's supposed to have the ball in his hands. He gets 10 points, 6 boards. Let's give him 5 assists. Oh, shit! Well, if he gets 5 assists, that's way above my projection.
Let's talk about the rejections and the alters.
Talk about it, please.
Oh, time out.
Go.
Time out. That's what I want to talk about. That's what I want to talk about.
What?
You really think the rejections and the alters are going to translate from 1 year to 4 years of high school niggas and college niggas to translate to these athletic niggas?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Here's why.
I'm gonna tell
They're
you
going to become fouls. They're going to become fouls. And they're going to become dunk ons. And we're not worried about you.
Okay.
Other 6'11" niggas who's more athletic than you, but underleveled. Niggas driving to the cup. Everybody in John
It's a lot of John Rants in the league.
You get too dark.
They might not be John Rants, but
I had to take my ear. I was like, but I can get to that back, right? You're still. If we don't say he's athletic. We don't. Stop saying Porzingis does. Now, I'm talking about you.
Y'all got to put it on the board again.
No. What I'm saying is, at this time in Kristaps Porzingis' career, back when he was young like this man was dominating at the same, whatever, frame, age, everything, overseas. Chet Holmgren isn't even dominating around here, arguably. So what I'm saying is that, he can be Kristaps Porzingis. No! Kristaps Porzingis was better than this when he was this motherfucking age. That's ridiculous. And everybody else you named was better than this when Chet Holmgren played. It's just at the time, when you look at the landscape of American players, who would you say is better than him?
He ain't coming and
Who would you say is better than him? That's an argument I dominate. That's an argument to be had. But other people are having it. You ain't gonna be good. When you have the eye test, you say, well, am I fucking with Chet like that? You're gonna be a better nigga. I'm not gonna say, I would like to see more dominant. I'm not gonna say he's not gonna be good. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
Because Zach Collins good. Mason Plumlee good.
And then I just want to say that, you know what I'm saying? That's what I see him. Talent overall, I think has taken a back step. I don't even see him being a wide reserve yet. Wide reserve yet was the man. Wide reserve was the man, nigga. Nobody over there, yo.
Chet Holmgren, this is the Chet Holmgren-led team. No, he's going to be a role player that can come in and give you, What? That ain't the talk.
Go check, go.
Nah, but listen. He's talking about the blocks and all that. What's the name? He lead the league in blocks like every year coming off the bench. Hassan Whiteside. He gives you 10 marks every. That's a role play. That's what I look at. And you just gave me role player numbers. You just gave me role player numbers for a starting team. He's a role player on 3 of the starting teams in the league. He's going to go 1, 2, or 3. So he's a role player on
1, 2, or 3.
three of the starting teams in the league. You can't come in with all that talent you got and score more than 10 points in 48 minutes.
Create
You have a lot of talent.
a dynamic.
You have a lot of talent. You projected him to score 10 points in 48 minutes.
That's not a lot of motherfucking points, dog.
That's not the most talent you got.
Can it be a dynamic duo though?
Huh?
Him and K, can it be a dynamic duo?
Nah, of course it have to be dominant.
That was 10 points?
How dominant? He's being totally honest, man. He's being totally
If you
honest.
want to say go check out, you can.
Nah, me being totally honest,
It's
man.
just for me, man.
Nah, fuck
Yo,
that.
for real.
I ain't no,
For real, all jokes aside,
I'm with you.
all jokes aside, me being totally honest, man. Yo, that brother white, man.
White man came up.
Nah, it ain't even that, man.
White man
It's-
can't
listen,
out athlete.
You just can't listen. You got a little, you can do all that, you can beat some niggas off the dribble. But in the NBA, them niggas that you beat, this ain't college. You beating a slow, dumb college. He might not be, man, some of these guys can recover.
You white,
They
bro.
can recover. Nigga, I'm not ready enough to get the fuck back and block that dumb shit.
You white, bro.
I'm not back enough. And if you beat me, the 6'11" guy, the 7-foot guy, who might be on you, it might be another 6'10", 6'11", 6'9" guy that's on the court. That's coming. So now, it's 2 6'11". You ain't,
But he got a janky.
you ain't, but you're not accustomed to what you're about to see in the fucking NBA from all these Negroes.
He's not even
Wait,
beating
oh,
it.
wait, oh, these what?
All these Negroes. It's different, man.
Oh, shit.
He was the Gonzalez for a reason. He was the Gonzalez for a reason, man. He ain't over at Kentucky. He ain't over at Kansas. He ain't over at Duke. He was the Gonzalez for a reason. A reason.
He's drafted, be a role player,
A reason.
and work that.
A reason. It's a reason he went there.
Respect.
It's a reason why he didn't go to Iowa. It's a reason why he backed out of his commitment. It's a reason why he didn't go to Minnesota, where he's from. It ain't just because, man, you'll be playing against these guys, nigga. It's regular dude, 6'10" athletes, no-name niggas that will bust your fucking ass every fucking night. You gonna go to Iowa, you gonna go to Purdue, you gonna go to Iowa State, you gonna go to Indiana, and it's gonna be an African nigga on one of them teams that can jump higher than you, and that's gonna bust your ass every night. Every fucking night in the Big Ten. In the Big Ten. You wanna go to the SEC? Every fucking night. Oh nah, but I'm gonna go out here in the WAC. I'm gonna go play these guys, St. Mary's, Pepperdine, Hawaii, San Francisco. I'm gonna play these guys. Whoa, what the fuck? I'm gonna play these guys. I'm gonna play these guys. Ain't nothing wrong with it, cause you protect your investment, your business. Ain't nothing wrong with it, that's good business.
I'm a business
As a
man.
state, that's good business. But once you get to where you're trying to get,
Money on
ultimately you will close. But you still gonna get paid because that's role players make money. That's it. It's going rate. Role players make
And guess what?
$84 million a year.
Have long careers.
NBA is 75% role players.
Yeah.
8%.
But I wouldn't.
There's 20 superstars.
That's the thing.
That's role players. So I'm really skewed in my number. So I mean, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's only 25, maybe 20 superstars, or quote unquote superstars. So
Role players have long careers, bro. Real shit.
PJ Brown.
Role players may have the longest time. Jones. Role players may have the longest time.
Udonis has them on a roster threatening the superstar.
Because if you're not a superstar,
well, let's
you know
talk
what
about
I'm
that.
saying? Let's talk about What was that?
Bullshit.
What the fuck was that?
They said Jimmy Butler was talking dirty to the coach. Yeah. So Hassan was like, nah, nigga, let's go back here and fight me. I'll fuck you up. like that.
Shout out Alex Foster. He said, hey, you wanna fucking fight me? You wanna fucking fight me? And everybody was like, whoa, is you really trying to go get serious? So we know you Donis, we know Jim, but we also know Spoelstra. It could have went left. And if it's a video up, Spoelstra got his chest out. I'm not gonna lie. Coach Spo got his chest out. You wanna fight me? You wanna fucking fight me?
So he wasn't backing down.
From nobody. Like, but yo,
Jimmy was going to fight the ball.
Jimmy Butler. This is the first
Jimmy
Is this the 5th time he started some shit like
Is he a
this?
toxic player?
Top 10? He's a toxic.
Toxic,
I don't think he's toxic.
Now he's considered toxic.
I'm not
You said it already.
What I said of Jimmy Butler, in not one, which was Chicago, not two, which was Minnesota, not three, which was Philadelphia, not four, which was Miami.
Oh, time out! But in all those situations besides this right here, he was so justified for that. I don't want to be in Philly because Ben Simmons don't play hard. I don't want to be in Minnesota because these Yankees don't play hard. So
What do you think?
Was that the case?
Is that toxic for a unit then? When you got a player just
But everybody was bigging him up. Everybody was bigging him up for the way he was handling these other niggas. But now, it's coming around, motherfuckers saying, oh, if he was toxic everywhere he went.
This is the championship winning coach. You want to fight?
Nah, what I was on the how things come back around. We was talking about Will and James and everything, and about the people acting in a certain type of
I say that wrong. Let me say that because we talking about Jimmy Butler. I say that because at this table, a couple people at this table say, yo, I would go under fire with that nigga because of the things before this.
I think he's real.
They're wrong.
I think he's real.
So if now you're saying, is he a toxic, is he a toxic
I
nigga?
don't think so.
Will you still go in the fire? Will you still take him in the fire with you?
Yes. Now, what I was saying was, we were talking about something earlier about Will and Jada and toxicity. I said, that's funny how things come back around. Who's the toxic person in this situation? In Chicago, in Minnesota, in Philadelphia. This is what I'm saying, Miami. That's where it's been people championing Jada Pinkett. They haven't been right, but they've been championed. But the whole common denominator in this whole thing is Jimmy fucking Butler snapping the fuck out, acting unprofessional. And then their teams go a certain way, and then they fizzle out. Is that fair? Is that fair? Is that fair?
Okay.
We're gonna keep it real, man. We're gonna keep it pushing.
But let's go. We out. No, go ahead. Closing thoughts.
But what I'm saying is that But what I'm saying is, it wasn't always. Every time that Jimmy Butler flipped out where he was at, it was always one-sided. Jada Pinkett shit, it was always people that wasn't right with. It was always one-sided. Nobody said, nah, Jimmy Butler tripping. Ben Simmons worked hard. Nah, Jimmy Butler tripping. Carl Anthony Townsend don't work hard. Nobody never said that. Is he supposed to act like that? You're like, oh, it's a professionalism now. What I'm saying is, he did act like that, and everyone was saying, yo, he right. Them young niggas don't work. He right. Did it ultimately work out for him in any of these places? Yeah. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. It's always been a messy divorce in all these places. It ain't really been a messy divorce. He kind of makes it messy. Like, he don't make it messy. He's like, I can make it messy. Nah, it ain't been a messy divorce. He complained about the young niggas. He always said they wasn't doing this. 3 or 4 different places. Yeah, and he said they wasn't doing that. They wasn't doing this. So nobody here on Jimmy's teams in no places play up to his standards. Nope. That's. He told you. He let you know. And everybody said, yo, him being Jimmy Butler, he must be right.
Carl Anthony Towns and them young niggas, D'Angelo, they not. When he was in Philly, I don't want to be here because of, man, Ben Simmons, him and Jordan B, they don't play hard. I don't want to be here. The Sixers are in very good shape without Jimmy Butler. The Wolves without Jimmy Butler are in pretty good shape. We're not talking about how much shit they are in without him. We're talking about what he's doing, being right or wrong. He did the same thing as other people have done tonight that we said was wrong. He did the same actions that we said tonight we condemned as wrong. He did the same act. About the other actions, it was up to, you had people who were saying it was right, and you had people who were saying it was wrong. In Jimmy Butler's case, in none of those cases, in Chicago, in Philly, in Minnesota, he was never wrong. Everything he said was they said was right. All of them things you just mentioned, all good there. That's how you see it. That's how you see it. You ain't shit without me, do the shit my way, and we get it there. He never said that. Fuck you, young nigga. He never said no other shit without me. He criticized the players on the team.
Let's move on. Let's
We
keep
can
it
move
going.
on.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep it pushing. We out.
It's all being good.
Final talk of the day.
It is all being good now.
Check this out.
Let's finish it.
So the NFL has implemented a new rule for overtime in the playoffs.
I saw that, but I ain't please state that for me,
So,
man. State that for me.
What they're saying is, in the playoffs for overtime, both teams will have an opportunity to get the ball. Whereas previously it was, if the first team that gets the ball gets a safety or a touchdown, game over. Now they are changing it to where both teams will have the opportunity to get the ball. Give me 1 second, Fresh. And I listened to Swagoo. Swagoo said, and I agree with him 100%. Swagoo said they're acting off emotion because, we know there were games this season just passed in the playoffs where it was overtime and the first team that got the ball scored a touchdown, right? And Swagoo said, which I agree with, that's why they make defense, right? Because if I'm lining up 11 defensive players against your 11 offensive players, and my 11 defensive players cannot stop them from a touchdown, we deserve to lose the fucking game.
That's why I thought the
Period.
never would change.
It shouldn't change.
It shouldn't.
If you can score a touchdown,
Remember the original all the time?
if you can
You
score
don't
a
even kick a
touchdown,
ball. I be down there and kick a field goal. It's over.
period.
Hey, yo, I ain't played that many sports, but I played a couple sports in my life. There's very few times I've been to overtime or extra innings or any of that kind of shit. I said, you had enough motherfucking time.
Yep.
You had whatever time, both sides had enough time during whatever time you had to win the fucking game. I'm like, overtime rules is overtime fucking rules. Period. If those are the rules, I'm a person who knows how to do it. Like, yo, if those are the rules, that's the fucking rules. If it's fair for them and it's fair for us, fuck those are the fucking rules.
When we go about your defense,
If I got a defense out there,
when we go about your
my
defense,
defense
fucking rules,
my defense
man.
got to stop them from scoring a touchdown.
You had all game to stop some fucking ball. You ain't stop them all motherfucking game. Now you're like, okay, now everybody got to get the ball 3-4 times. Everybody motherfucking get this, they got to run it. What the fuck? You had all game. NFL games are 3 fucking hours long, minus the in-between commercials and halftime.
Yep.
They are long fucking games.
You're talking to both teams, right?
Yes! I'm not gonna say like, that's what I'm saying. I was cool with the first overtime when you had a fucking game. Whatever happens, happens.
Yep.
You had it all fucking game. People, he gotta get the ball out. Well, they gotta get the ball too. Well, they get field goal. They gotta get a chance to play. You had it all fucking game. That's what matters as well.
Now, see, what I think, the way they do the overtime, I think the rule change is correct.
Okay.
But to me, I would just continue the game.
Until the quarter run out?
Nah, I would just continue the game until someone scores. After that, after the regular, what's the name? Whoever had the ball.
It's like Willy Wonka, bro.
What? Not
Okay.
because that is like a disadvantage.
So
because if we got the ball, you know what I'm saying, and time just happened to run out, and you know what I mean, we're driving, we just,
My man.
bro. But what I'm saying,
I'm just saying, go ahead.
but what I'm saying is, if we have the ball and we're driving, but time just happened to run out and we didn't make it to fourth down, and it's overtime.
It should go on as it is.
Continue. It's third down. We have the ball. It's third down. Or fourth down. We have the ball.
That's our idea.
And because I think, and in my eyes, I think it is kind of a disadvantage if we like if you go to a coin toss and then decide who has the ball.
The thing I
Then it's like we're starting the game over. It's like the game is over. But it's like it's over. But okay, if the game is over, if the game is over, it's not a game. Only one team gets to play. No. If only one team gets to play, it's not a game.
overtime.
Whoa. If the coin toss decides who gets the ball and y'all go down and score, we should get it. That's not a game if we don't get it. It's not. You say that's not. We know
That's
that's
not
not.
my fault. You got a 7-on-7 offense, and I got a prop warner defense. You haven't stopped me all.
Right. Because we're in this position because we're both at a prop warner defense.
That dumb shit got to end at some point. So okay.
That's what I'm saying about the coin toss.
Coin toss at the end of regulation.
At the end of regulation, I got to continue to have the ball. Whatever yard it was, that's where you go from.
I disagree because the game would be played different. Because we're gonna go in overtime. We ain't got the game is set to be played in football
Within the parameters of time.
Right, it's within the parameters of time. Now, within those parameters of time, whatever they set after those parameters of time, we set for these 4 quarters for 15 minutes of football with 3 timeouts and TV timeouts, basketball 12 minutes, baseball however many. We deem whatever it is for whatever it is, but they've already deemed. We give you enough time to deem a winner within these 9 innings or these 4 quarters.
Okay, so let me ask you this though. Both defenses is shitty. I don't think both defenses is shitty. Or both defenses is going to be good. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, why not test your defense too? That's what they're saying. It was a tie game. It was a tie game. Test your defense too.
But it is testing.
We just don't have defense. Now let's test your defense. See if you can stop it.
You had 60 minutes.
But your enemy was better than this fucking you did too. So now we don't have the
same amount of time to show off that my team is better than your team.
No, you don't.
We don't have time. They're making it equal enough time there. That's all it is. That's all they're doing. They're giving it equal enough time.
They do have more ties in the playoffs, it's going to be extra quarters. What happens if you said both shouldn't be?
No, it's not.
When they both keep scoring touchdowns,
It's gonna
not
take
all
too fucking
quarter.
long, though.
No, it's not. And motherfuckers will be right up watching 1 o'clock and we're watching the game.
But it's only playoffs.
I'm probably sleep.
It's only playoffs, so it's not gonna be that long.
That's not going to be sleep.
Yeah, it's only playoffs though.
That was a 6-hour game.
So listen, man. Once again, man, we appreciate y'all, man. Joining us
Listen.
this Tuesday night, man. Y'all
We
can be
did.
anywhere, but y'all fucking with us, man. Shout out to the bro. Shout out to the bro, honey, man. Real talk.
Real ballers.
Real talk, B.
Much love to Fire Nights, man. Really.
Not.
Much love to nephew, man. Can't you dropping balls tonight?
Man. Yo, Big can rap, he can sing, he can act.
Nephew, what?
Nephew can't do it. He was dropping wisdom.
Hey, dude, listen, I appreciate you.
He was
That's
dropping
right.
wisdom tonight, man.
Appreciate you, nephew. You heard?
Anytime,
Can't do it, drop the mic, man, on
Yeah,
some real
man.
shit, man.
Real.
I appreciate it, man. I loved it. You know how we get, man. Sometimes we get, you know, we I don't call it out of pocket, man. We just spirited. Spirited, faith, man. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Chime in the comments, man. You know what I mean? If you got a comment, let us know, man. We get spirited out here, man. That's what we do.
If you check, you check in, we appreciate you, man. If I didn't
Thank
get a
you,
chance to
man.
send you out,
Walk with us.
my apologies.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Fire Nights YouTube
How about
channel.
that?
Yes, ma'am, and yes,
Instagram,
sir.
all that.
All formats, man. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Check my page.
MySpace, Black Man.
Fire Nights, man. You know what I mean? Watch us on all formats. We're about to jump on the whole podcast format through Apple Podcasts, all that. So, you know what I mean? If you fuck with us, man, subscribe.
Keep walking with us, man. Keep walking with us. We just gonna keep
We need
doing
your
more
support.
of this shit.
We need your
More of
support.
this shit.
We need your support, man. Real shit. More content coming on all platforms, man. Comment, say, yo, you lacking? We got you. Worst case scenario. Closing thoughts, bro?
Shout out everybody checking in. We appreciate y'all, man. Shout out Cousin Brand, nephew, man. We appreciate you, bro. Anytime, here.
This certain shout out nephew, man. Shout
Inside,
out
man.
everybody. Check it, man. I'm almost sad that it's over, but I got something to do in the morning.
But guess what? Guess what, Rest?
Next week, bro.
We'll be back.
We
That's
be
not
back. Welcome back. We'll be back.
Listen, man. Shout out, man. Shout out to the E, man. Shout out to Dr. Moot, man. Rest in peace, man. We
Big
we
Lou.
love you, bro. You hear me?
Hold on.
It's like,
It
bro.
looks like they gave that man a proper venue.
Yeah.
The Chase Center.
This weekend.
They gave that man a proper venue for a send-off, man. So, you know, once again, from the Fire Nights experience, man, shout out to the family.
Condolences, man. We love you, bro. We miss you, bro. You heard?
Yeah, we grew up with
East
that
Side Original, man.
This ain't no
Word.
This ain't no passing acquaintance, man. We grew up with that man. So we grew up with that guy.
That's family,
Yeah,
man.
and in the same big age, man.
Man.
Hey,
Love you. Appreciate you, man. You hear me?
Definitely.
Real shit, man.
Definitely.
Anyway, man. All day, man.
Thank y'all for walking, man. Love you, baby. Love you. Oh, man. Thank y'all, man. For walking with us.
McAdoo Harrison, man. Sorry for your loss, bro. We know mutual folks, man. Gums. Shout out him, dude. The section. Beezer. All right, everybody, man. Take all my youngins, man. Gig, Jazz. You heard? Love y'all,
To
man.
my baby Kelly, man. It's well, baby.
Eastside, love on them, man. Tell them you love them, man. Touch you love us up every day, man. Tell them you love them, man. That's real shit. Anyway, man. The humble side, you heard me? LB! Tenant! See Laws, Humdum, RB, like that.
No, yeah.
Wow, you get good!